you say this one? Girl?
Girl. Like a female.
Rolfing?
No, Rolfing. Like dolphin.
Rolfing.
No, g. Rolfing.
Rolfing. Herrera, Nickel. Flores. Yo, how's your energy tonight?
It was low. I'm starting to pick it up. I was eyeing your Dr. Pepper.
Dude, grab a drink. They're right there. Or I'll give you mine. Yeah. If I had to, our enthusiasm ebbed and flowed, but I think that's one place where we could do better is just get amped up a little more, a little bit more excited about the action.
For tonight's matchup between the visiting CSU-Bakersfield runners and our Utah Valley Wolverines.
Eyes on me. I'm Mark Pope, coach of the UVU men's basketball team. I want to thank Carlos Iglesias and Ken Garth Volkswagen for being a great friend of Utah Valley University athletics, basketball, volleyball, and everything else.
Thanks, Coach. We're proud to support a great program like Utah Valley University Sports. We wish the Wolverines a fantastic season.
You can thank Carlos, too, by visiting their new dealership today, Ken Garth Volkswagen. We hear you.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go? Let's have some fun.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
Thinking of buying a home? Think bigger. Because with UCCU's low interest rates and low mortgage insurance rates, you could qualify for more house with the same payment you could get from other local lenders. A mortgage with UCCU gives you more purchase power. That means more money you can put into your home or back into your pocket. To learn more, visit uccu.com/morehouse or stop by any UCCU branch today. More house, same payment. Only at UCCU. Inspiring smart mortgage decisions.
Dear James, when you were born, I nicknamed you Lucky. But luck has nothing to do with it. You've created your own path. The hours in our driveway paved the way to state championships.
So James Harden, how does it feel to be MVP?
It feels great,
In the desert, you grew your game, and you shattered expectations. It wasn't long until you suited up for draft day.
James Harden.
Looking back now, you've always been creative, doing it your way, on your terms. You were dreaming big then, but when you left me that note, keep this paper. I'm gonna be a star. You were already my brightest star.
Step back three, bottom. James Harden.
And now, you're showing everyone else.
We're in the back really cooking food. You know, we take pride in all the food that we do. We make the meatballs from scratch. We make the pasta. What we're doing as a restaurant, making the community better, beautifying the community, increasing the culture in the community. And I think that that's such an important aspect to what we do as a restaurant, to recognize that our customers aren't just people who are coming in to dine with us, but they're part of our family.
The latest from KSL5 News, including breaking news as it happens, and all your favorite KSL shows, ready to watch anytime. Download the free KSL app right now on all your favorite devices.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the campus of Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. We are in the Lockhart Arena, where Utah Valley Wolverines are taking on the Lobers of CSU-Bakersfield.
Roadrunners.
The Roadrunners.
Coming at you live, this is Chasen Talbert and Sammy Allen. Just going through the lineup here. 33s for the Roadrunners will be Sean Nickel. Wolverines, Isaiah Delgado.
This is the third meeting between Utah Valley and the Roadrunners of CSU-Bakersfield. Cool program. Got some ties in different ways, just through a lot of history between some of our wrestlers and theirs. So good to have them come into town tonight.
Yeah, CSU Bakersfield is entirely funded by the community over there after their program was cut, and it's just a storied program with lots of big names coming out of it. Stephen Neal might ring a bell. He won a Super Bowl for the Patriots.
Yeah.
And also wrestled at CSU Bakersfield. He's heavily involved in the program still. The Varner family from Bakersfield.
Yeah.
Recently they had a coach change. Coach Mendoza, he left, went to Boise State, and Manny Rivera stepped in. He was before that, he was at North Dakota State.
Right.
And now he's taken the helm at CSU Bakersfield and put together a good team. They graduated a lot of guys last year, but
that was one of the shady things about Boise dropping their program, is they pulled the coach from CSU Bakersfield.
Right.
And then he had moved his family. It was a big deal to take that role, and they had big plans for it, and to abruptly be dropped at Boise, not the best situation.
No, not cool.
And from Utah Valley, ranked number 26 in the country, Will.
Coming through the lineups here, coming up into our 197-pound category.
Yeah, UVU coming off of some good matches. We've been ranked as high as 22nd in the country this year. Half the lineup is currently ranked in the coaches poll.
Yeah, no, that always is when you look at that and you look at a lineup, you go, I'm actually, I'm looking at it, I'm actually wondering why they're not ranked as well. UVU recently falling out of the top 25 ranking, but we have out of our lineup, we have 6 ranked wrestlers. Bakersfield coming in with 5. So anytime you see, I guess the reason why I'm saying this is anytime you see programs where you got, half or more of your team is all ranked, and you know that there's going to be good matches, there's going to be fireworks, we're going to have some awesome firepower tonight. And that's what we want. That's what it's all about,
right? That's why
right?
we came here.
Like I said, this marks the third meeting between Utah Valley and Bakersfield.
Yes, CSU Bakersfield has a lot of local talent come over to them. A lot of Cali guys. And now they compete with Fresno, Cal Poly, Stanford a little bit. There's a lot of wrestling over there. And but Bakersfield's just a hotbed for some good high schools feeding their program.
Right. I think that's a good thing too. I mean, Bakersfield saves their program. Recently reinstated. We just dueled last Friday night. UVU took on Fresno State. They came away with a victory. That was a tight, contested match. It went down to our last matchups and ended up losing a couple ranked wrestlers right at the last there with our heavyweight matchup and 197-pound matchup.
Josh hit that ankle pick and wound up through that scramble, scoring a takedown.
Tough crossface here. He's going to go behind and immediately starts working on those wrists and hands, tight waist.
Josh Jensen, the senior, he's actually transferred from the University of Mary in North Dakota as a NAIA school or D3. Currently, he has a 7-11 record, so this will be a good opportunity for him to bolster his record.
Coming from Payson, Utah, he got a chance to come back home, and I think it's awesome to see him back here.
Yeah, he's wrestling Eddie Flores, just a freshman for CSU Bakersfield. Flores with an escape here.
Oh, heavy hands there. That was a great pull by Flores. Elbow pass there. One of the things I love about watching lower weight wrestling is the energy stores that these guys have. There's a lot more action than you see as you get up in heavier weights. And they go pretty much the whole match, all 7 minutes.
I'm a little biased, but they say that that's the biggest strength to weight ratio, and so a lot of the best wrestlers are lighter weights.
So why do you bias? You agree or you disagree with it?
I agree.
I would have to agree too.
1 minute, 30 seconds left.
Both guys in on this tie, looking to pass an elbow here. Flores digs into that underhook.
Minute 20 left here in the first period. Oh, heavy hands again. Flores doing a good job changing and having heavy hands out of transitions. Josh Jensen does a good job just down blocking, and now he's in this front headlock position. Look for him to score for here. Keep his elbows a little shorter. Flores is, again, holding on to that elbow, pulling it in tighter.
Right.
He's got to try to get his elbows pulled out just like that. Now he's got a little bit of an angle. Keep his head down and make a move here. Get another 2-point takedown before the period ends.
Coach Williams from the corner saying score here. I know they work a lot in that position, the front headlock.
Nice action on the way out. I think it sets a tone for the referee where the ref goes, okay, I'm seeing how who's really pushing the action. So Josh does a good job forcing him out.
Ooh, again with that heavy hand, and then he wound up getting in on the leg.
Sits in a spladle position almost. What a cool crackback kind of. Nice takedown there.
Needs to get to work here on top.
15 seconds on the clock, 15, first period.
Got short time. Awareness of the clock is always important.
Yeah, a lot of times we talk about wrestlers and how good they are at wrestling, but the other part of it's mat awareness. Knowing where you are on the mat, how much time's left, where riding time's at, all these things play into ultimately success.
Exactly, especially because there's some wrestlers that, I don't know if it's intentional, but they keep, I mean, really good wrestlers. We're talking wrestlers in the top 4 or 5 in the nation, different weight classes. They intentionally keep matches close, and they end up pulling out victories, and it's usually because of riding time, mat awareness. They get a takedown in the right place at the right time, so on and so forth.
Right. Well, last week, and oftentimes we talk about those end-of-the-round takedowns, escapes, those points scored with little time left so that your opponent can't recoup any of that. Those are clutch, and those oftentimes decide matches and duels.
Right. Oh, foot sweep opportunity there. I always loved when guys were good at a foot sweep. When you hit a nice foot sweep, that's a spectacular sight to see.
Yeah,
quick takedown here. Riding time is now a factor here. Let's see if he can hold on to it.
Working that crossface. It's a good spot to be in.
Score up on the top, and the team score on the bottom. Up on the top center is riding time. At the end of the match, if there's a margin difference of 1 minute, that wrestler will get 1 additional point.
45 seconds left in the round.
Carry over within 40 seconds of controlled riding time.
Ref looking for the bottom man to improve here. He's talking to him.
.24 seconds left here in the second period. When you get guys that are good at this this particular ride, either Iowa ride or hang on that side between an Iowa ride and a spiral ride, the legs come in just like this. Gets super exhausting for him. He's got his toe caught here.
Short time.
Flores is going to want to push this leg away, but he runs out of time. Flores' choice in the third period.
He's going to go ahead and choose bottom.
At the end of 2 Utah Valley leads with substantial riding time, 7-1.
Quick escape here.
One escape. CSU-Bakersfield.
CSU-B looking to create some action here.
Josh Jensen hails from Payson, Utah, where he wrestled at Payson High School.
A lot of pressure here. Both guys standing up pretty tall here, though. It's usually out of those positions you can create a change in pressure and attack through. But we go out of bounds.
CSU dinged with a stall warning.
Ladies and gentlemen, you get 1.
Not where he wants to be, being down by 5 points, potentially 6 with riding time.
Minute 10 left here.
He's tried that double a few times.
Utah Valley, come on, let Josh Jensen know you're here. Ladies and gentlemen, there's an additional team point given with a margin of 8 points. With riding time, Josh Jensen is ahead 8-2. A takedown will give us 1 extra team point.
Short time here, 30 seconds.
30 seconds on the clock, 30 seconds.
You know, we're going to really want to see him. One of the key takeaways I had from our Fresno State match that we had last Friday, Chasen, was the bonus points make a big difference in the end. And whether I'm winning by major decision, tech fall, or fall, that makes a big difference in the end. And so we got 8 seconds. Be nice for Josh to hit a takedown here and take that margin of victory for a major decision, but we don't get it.
No, with riding time, he'll bump the score 8-2 for Josh.
So here we go. Nice victory there. Team score 3-0. UVU ahead as we move into our 133-pound match. We got Isaiah Delgado, freshman from UVU.
This one's kind of flipped. We got a freshman from our team against a redshirt senior. This is Nichols' last year of eligibility over there.
Right. Ranked wrestler, ranked 23 in the nation. So you know that, you got a young buck against a seasoned veteran. I love these type of matchups because anyone can beat anyone at any time, and we'll see if Isaiah brings out his A game here as he's got to battle a pro.
Yeah, Sean Nickel, he's qualified for nationals. He's been a powerhouse in the Pac-12 conference his whole career.
Super shifty hips. Delgado's done a good job, where at one point I felt like his hips were taken out. Takedown was kind of inevitable. He's done a good job of busting his hips in and really keeping Nichols' head down. Good job there.
Yeah, Delgado's, from what I've seen, he's really gamey. Guys get in on his legs, think that they have a takedown secured, and he switches.
He's doing a good job getting his head down. Now he's in a Russian tie. Got to keep going. Got to keep going.
He's doing a good job of pushing the pace.
How important is, you see these guys, they're usually hitting 2, 3, 4 setups before they shoot. I mean, how important do you feel that is?
Extremely important. A lot of times your first setup to a takedown isn't going to be successful, even to get in on the legs, but you keep your opponent moving, you get your hands and your feet both moving, it creates enough. Nickel goes for that pass.
Darn, that was an awesome throw by to a high C that Delgado did. Again, Nickel, super shifty hips. Good job getting his head down. Nice snap down to a front headlock.
1 minute on the clock.
Short elbows, doing a good job with short elbows. 1 minute. I've been impressed with both guys' action. Oh, step through.
He looking for that inside trip.
It's not often, honestly, it's not often you see an inside trip go and neither guy scored. Does that make sense?
Right, yeah, because it puts you in a bad spot if you
don't
fail.
Yeah, if you don't succeed in that, generally you're going to your back. But Delgado does an awesome job to attempt that inside trip with a balance to step his foot back out.
Right.
For how early it is in the match, I think Delgado's doing an excellent job keeping Nichols' head down. I mean, that's exhausting. You're always fighting to get your head up.
Yeah, he's had a ton of pressure.
A lot of pressure.
He keeps moving.
That pays off in the second, third rounds because your neck is just so tired. And I always tell wrestlers, as I wrestle or I coach now, if you can get the neck tired, then you're going to get the back tired, and the back's connected to the legs and butt. And if you can get those tired, you're going to be successful again in the later periods.
Yeah, we have Nickel here with his hands on his knees, and something to keep in mind for you guys watching is West Virginia is also in town. This will be a doubleheader tonight, and they just wrestled CSU Bakersfield before this duel. So CSU Bakersfield has had a match already tonight, and then they'll finish with UVU. See how that maybe plays into their shape.
Good job staying behind his arms, behind his hips. Switches back. Oh, but gets it reversed. But Delgado immediately tries to stand up. He's got a hand control. But a leg ride comes in on Nickel.
Delgado's bleeding. He's showing the ref. Trying to show the ref. He's got blood coming out his hands somewhere. This is where Nickel does a really good job. He wins a lot of matches from how well he rides.
Well, that was one of the first thing I thought. One of the ways I think more senior guys wrestling, where you really see it, is in how they ride on top. You can, oh darn it, we're getting near fall here. Delgado's got to try to get his hips flat. Delgado wrestled really tough on his feet. Long story short, I feel like guys wrestling on their feet generally can compete very well, no matter your age difference. Where you really see the difference in seniority or how long a guy's been wrestling is how good they are on top.
Yeah, there's a lot of technique there, and guys coming out of high school aren't ready for it.
And I guess I say that because of a personal experience. You come in thinking you know how to ride a guy out of high school.
Or how to escape.
Or how to escape and get away, right? And you get into the room, and you might not get up off the mat the entire practice, right?
Right.
These guys are tough. Because the pressures are small, and the technique to really control a guy on top, it doesn't look like a lot from the outside, but they're serious when you have that type of pressure on top and somebody's actually holding you down. So Delgado's got to crawl forward, get his knees to the mat, and you see him, he's eking forward here, but that's an exhausting position.
Time runs out. Delgado chooses neutral, and he's smart to do so. Oftentimes when we're down, we choose bottom to try to rake in some points or a point before we go to work. But judging by that round, not a good idea to go choose bottom on Sean Nickel.
I agree. I think Delgado.
Shrugged him there.
Well, and here's the problem. You got a guy that rides you tough for an entire period and gets your neck super tired, and then you go, okay, well, I'm going to wrestle neutral, and you're just kind of taken out of your game. Nickel does a good, boom, slide by, gets a quick takedown, and immediately look where we're at. Back in a leg ride position. Power half here. This gets super tough.
Yeah, another turn. This is also where the team score comes in.
Right.
Sean's looking, his coaches are asking him to turn him again, and if nothing else changes, that'll mean a tech.
Got to keep coaches from UVU are yelling, crawl forward, because, again, you got to try and get there he goes. He gets his hips to the mat.
Mm-hmm.
But if I know they're coming, I got to protect. I got to bring my knees together and or keep my hand inside, which when you got a wrist ride like Nickel does, there's no defense. So if you guys got the right angle from where you're watching, he's got a wrist ride which with no protection. Good job again. You look at now Delgado's got his foot, but then goes again to that leg ride. Tough position for Delgado.
Short time here.
Got to stay tough here. Again, we don't want to give up any more bonus points than we need to. Gets his knees to the mat, which again is key. Now he can build his base while he also protects the legs from coming in.
That'll be the match.
You know, I got to give Delgado. Match goes to Nickel, but got to give it to Delgado. Wrestled super tough on his feet.
Yeah,
I thought he
good
created a
first
lot of
round.
opportunities.
Up next, we're going to have Matt Finley, ranked 9th in the country, represent UVU. He wrestled Carlos Herrera for CSU.
Matt Finley, our highest ranked wrestler, ranked 9th in the country. Super powerhouse. Just a lot of fun to watch. Super powerful.
Super relentless.
Yeah.
He goes the whole match. I say this about him all the time. He's a specimen. I think he's only 5'2", maybe, but he's
5'2",
he's got a lot of muscles on him.
Yeah, relentless is a good descriptor. I mean, even if he's up by points, he's not stopping throughout the entire match.
No, end of the match, see, he drew that stall call because he was still wrestling on the edge. CSU coaches aren't too thrilled about it, but that's what the ref saw.
Overhook situation for Finley. He's okay being in here. Oh, see, he goes for a fireman here.
It might have been a little bit forced.
Right.
Now he's in on the Russian tie.
No, such a beautiful single leg from that Russian tie. I love that shot.
He's going to treetop it here and then get the takedown.
Awesome, awesome setup. It's textbook.
Textbook.
Notice how Matt laces the inside of his forefoot down the legs, creating pressure to keep Herrera down.
What time CSU-Bakersfield?
CSU's got a bloody nose. I'm going to patch him up real quick.
Coach Williams talking to Matt Finley. He goes, hey, you know, when you have this overhook position, you got to clear your head. You got to duck your head in order to hit that fireman effectively. I think he forced it and ended up kind of bumping his head as he brought his head across.
Luckily, he kept that arm and came out with a Russian, in which
such an awesome takedown there. Cleaning up the blood. Got the guys back in the middle here. Herrera down with 1:20 in the first period. Scores 2-0.
Looking for that Granby roll. Matt's pretty sticky there. Goes again.
Really awesome job there by Finley to follow a guy 1-2 times. A lot of motion here. Hats off to Herrera. A lot of guys wouldn't be able to follow that type of motion off the bottom, but Finley follows each time. Good job.
Short break here. We want to thank everyone watching, whether you're at Go UVU, watching on Facebook, or the KSL TV app.
There's no reason, whether you come here, if you're listening, get in your car, boom, come down here, because we're taking on West Virginia after this. But whether you're going to watch live, there's a million different ways for you to watch UVU wrestling, which is awesome. So whatever medium you choose to follow on, we're here.
Looks like he's working a crossface as well.
It's a tough position here. He's going to loses it across the tricep, keeps the wrist though.
Yeah, he's got an enormous amount of pressure on him. Got him on his belly here.
Blood coming again. He's got a ton on his hand there. He just wiped it on his singlet.
Matt not too thrilled. He felt like he was in the middle of working on something good.
Ref says, let's get that blood cleaned off Matt Finley as well.
Yeah, I got it on his hands.
Yeah, he was riding on top there and ends up coming across his face, kind of exposing that nose, that bloody nose.
I always gave props to the guys that knew they were going to get a bloody nose before the match, and they came out with the nose plugs already. Because they didn't want to stop midway.
It's inevitable, right? So, yeah, we're up on I just saw the fan came by, showed me their phone. They're streaming. They're streaming on the KSL over-the-top app. Not only that, you can watch a number of different sporting events, but we got people watching on a number of different venues. So if you're on the KSL app, shout out, share it with your friends. Tell them how awesome it is. Still cleaning up the blood here. I always said this when you have a lot of stoppage, blood stoppage, it kind of throws your rhythm off. And now both guys get a little rested. Maybe not the guy getting his nose plugged because he's got blood through his nose, but gives Finley a chance to get a little rest, be refreshed, and he's ready to go out and dig in here.
Referee looking for more paper towels. There's blood all over the place.
I think they just talked about how wet it was. They just want to get the wet off the mat so we don't have any slipping or anything like that.
All right, action again. 20 seconds left in the first round.
Spiral right here.
15 seconds on the clock.
Short time. We got to ride him out here, and then we want to run that score up. You're going to see that happen in the next couple periods as well.
CSU looking for another Granby roll, but time expires. It's Red's choice. He's going to choose bottom.
Okay, so 1:49 of riding time went on in that first period. More blood and or dampness on the mat. I think they want to get it cleaned up. Looks like Finley's bleeding on the side of his face too.
The ref was looking at Finley and Finley's like, I don't know. Am I bleeding or I don't know.
So we got a Finley blood time.
You know what? I think he cut his head on that headgear, the other guy.
Oh, it's bleeding pretty bad. You can see it running down. He's going to
need some Vaseline, maybe taper up. sometimes from my experience, when you have head pressure and you can dent someone's headgear in a little bit.
Yeah.
And if it folds the right way, there's sharp edges in there that slice your face.
Yeah, I think we talked about this at Western Wyoming and Fresno duels. This particular Cliff Keen headgear, if guys from Cliff Keen are listening, watching, there is a technical flaw. There is a design flaw in that headgear. It will cut you. I've had chunks of skin taken out on this headgear. So you need to file them down or something. And it really is. It comes because when it's bent a weird way, you can catch yourself. Another Granby roll.
Matt was ready for it, almost trucked into his back. I mean, the guy tries a Granby roll two times already, two and a half times.
You know what's coming.
Yeah.
And that's a bad position to get caught in. Say I'm anticipating it, and you can sit your hips right down, keep them right up on top of the bridge of his shoulders.
Right, because the guy doing it,
a lot of blood.
Oh, there's blood coming out all over the place. Here we go again.
How does the ref not see that?
I think he sees it. He's sick of stopping the match. Oh, here we go.
I mean, it is pretty bad.
And so with blood time, Sam, explain that really quick. There's a certain amount of time that a wrestler has to take care of injuries and blood, and what happens when that time expires?
Well, essentially, the wrestler is disqualified. You get a certain amount of blood time and a certain amount of injury time. And if you need more time than that, they go, hey, I'm sorry, you've exhausted it all. You either have to come wrestle right now, and I don't know if they post blood time. But they do track it, okay? And once you're out, you're out.
Yeah, it's just to prevent abusing, the opportunity to take breaks and timeouts. And the rules now are set in such a way that it's to discourage timeouts.
I mean, that go-around, Finley had his hand across his jaw. Finley had it across Herrera's jaw. And blood literally has gone from his nose over his wrist. I mean, it was pretty nasty.
Yeah, we got Herrera up here next to the announcing table, and he's got blood all over his singlet. He's covered.
Finley's pretty pissed off. He's going, hey, I'm going to cut this guy loose. I got a minute 27. I'm just going to go to work on this guy.
Well, the more he rides him, the more he's going to bump that. And
all right, here we go. Inside trip opportunity for Herrera there.
Finley just wants to wrestle here and stop taking breaks.
Wrestling guys like Finley are tough too. I mean, Herrera's much taller. We'll just say, he is taller than Finley, but wrestling a guy super compact like Finley, super strong, low to the ground, that low center of gravity makes it very hard to score on a guy like that.
Notice how well he does it snapping between each exchange. He's got head pressure and snapping him to the mat. He drives him out of bounds here.
More blood.
The kid is just spewing blood out of his nose hole.
And it looks like it's all over Finley's face, too.
Whether that's his own blood or Herrera's.
I don't know. If I was Finley, I'd go get a Purell disinfectant, all over my hands and face after this.
Herrera winds up getting to a lock. He's not in a good position to score, so ref calls stale. Matt's going to want to score in this next.
Here he goes, this Russian. Watch
seconds.
this again. He hits a really good shot out of that. There's so much blood on this kid's face. It's not even funny.
15 seconds, 15 seconds.
It's all over Finley's elbow. Look at it, just dripped down Finley's elbow.
It's contact sport.
It is. I always say wrestling is a fist fight with some rules, and this particular match, you're really seeing it, fans. This is UFC quality blood right now.
There's blood coming out of both guys, and
I'd be curious what blood time count is right now. I'm gonna ask down the table here. Do we know what the blood time is? Are you guys following that?
I just made eye contact with Coach Rivera, shrugged at him like, what's up with your guy? And he just laughed. He doesn't know. Homie's got blood. We got a crew of people out there mopping the mat.
I mean, there is blood. it was running down all down Finley's forearm and elbow.
We got coaches wiping down wrestlers. We got coaches wiping down the mat.
Herrera's right here in front of us. He has blood on his chest, his back, the back of his legs, his crotch. I mean, he's got blood everywhere. So while they clean these guys up, it looks like we had a situation here with our next two matches, 149 and 157, where we're going to be bumping up one of our 149-pound wrestlers. So whether it looks like Landon's getting ready to wrestle at 149, which would mean we're going to wrestle our freshman Cameron Haddock at 157. So look for that. I think that's going to be, I think they're both warming up. They don't know which they're going to send out. That'll be kind of a mat time match decision. We'll see what Coach Williams wants to do.
Yeah, Coach Williams will take a look at the team score, try to predict what's going to happen later on in the duel, and just make the best decision for the team. Excuse me.
Herrera's pinching his nostrils. You got to pinch above it. You got to pinch the blood vessels on the bridge of your nose. That's what I always tell kids.
Yeah, don't they say to lean forward too?
Lean forward and pinch the top where the blood vessels are.
Yeah, we see sometimes they'll have you lay on your back and stuff, and it just runs down your
that's nasty.
Sinuses into your stomach.
Yeah, it gives you a stomach ache, and you're supposed to wrestle with a bunch of blood in your gut.
Yeah, it's not good.
All right, here we go. Finley chooses down in the third period. This is exactly what I was talking about, though, Chasen. The constant stop and start. I really feel like Finley is in a position where sweep single there. Finley's jumping out. He's still defending. Very, very flexible there. Grabs a no takedown yet.
Finley's still got the wizard here, but you're right. It put him at a disadvantage when he counts on his pace and everything to win these matches in the third round. And there are too many breaks.
You know, Finley doing a good job. To have a leg shelved up on your opponent's thigh there, that's a very, very tough position to defend, but he's got a nice, heavy whizzer. He's using his left foot there. Nice job.
He draws the stall, yeah. I mean, that's a dangerous position, and coming away with a stalemate.
Good job by Finley. Scores 3-1. Finley just wanted to turn that pace up. No breaks. No more blood time stoppages.
There's blood still all over Herrera's face.
Look at this hand control here, right up to a Russian.
Minute left in the match.
I think Herrera, nice. Sweep single off of that. He's going to push through.
The hip.
Good job.
With the takedown.
Okay, now we can go to work.
About 45 seconds left in the match. Finley's up 5-1.
We could get some other points, whether it's some near fall here. We need this. Here we go.
Herrera is stalling, if you ask me. Anytime you got your belly on the mat.
All right, here we go. 30 seconds. We need 2 takedowns in the next 30 seconds.
Any points here? A little bit of a weird exchange.
With riding time, there's a difference 6-4. About 10 seconds left.
Herrera's giving him a cross-face back. But, yeah, a weird exchange there. Herrera's on its back momentarily. Ref doesn't quite award the points.
Here's the deal. Matt really gets into a constant pressure, constant pace that allows him to really break a guy down. He wasn't able to do that. Too many blood stoppage, and he kept going for it. He drove forward to try and do it. Ends up giving a takedown, but we still come away with a 2-point victory.
Right.
And Finley keeps rolling, man. Now 14-1. We're stoked about that.
Yeah, Matt's not too happy about the match. You see him shaking his head and just couldn't quite get to his stuff. 49s will have Landon Knutson. And he's going to wrestle Russell Rolfin, one of CSU's better wrestlers, their top-ranked wrestler. He's a redshirt junior.
Rolfin got that long, lanky, lean physique. Those are tough. Those are tough guys to fight against. Usually good leg riders, lanky, got some reach. Here we go. Heavy hands by Rolfin.
17 in the country, Russell Rolfing. And your Utah Valley Wolverine, redshirt sophomore, Landon Knudsen.
You know, I got to give, I really like the style of CSU, Bakersfield, the heavy hands and that constant pressure. I admire that style. Oh, nice low level. Timed it really, really well. He's draped here. You got to look for him now to start isolating one leg and attacking back. He's going to hook this hip back. You don't want to give him a chance. He's got to keep this foot high. That's the key here.
Rolfin holding on, looking for a stalemate.
Going to keep switching his hips. Drive in. Landon's got to drive in here. Keep that foot. Drive in. Ends up going into
he got
weird.
a little overzealous. And now Rolfin's in a good position to score.
Yeah, he is. Got to do something here. Keep that foot. He's got to keep that foot, and ends up giving up that takedown.
And
Darn, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work from Landon to go have a nice shot, nice low level. Drapes, picks him up, has a good foot, but he had. Anytime you get in those scramble situations, you got to keep the foot high. You got to keep the foot high.
Landon earns a good escape here. We noticed Rolfin dropped to the leg to try to salvage something. And
nice sprawl here. Keep his head down. UVU coaches saying, keep his head down, keep his head down. A lot of opportunity comes when you can get a guy's neck bent down, head extended.
Yeah, like I said, they've been working a ton on getting that front head position, keeping pressure on the guy's head when he's below you, and turning it into more of a scoring opportunity.
Again, heavy hands and quick hands by Rolfin. Pulling the crease there for Landon. Can't just hold on. Landon's got to keep changing his tie-up as well. Rolfin hitting that pace, makes it tough. Landon does a good job getting his hips in.
He's in on the leg with 30 seconds
Got to keep
left.
his head down here, though. Breaks his lock. Now he's in a front headlock.
In that position again.
What does he do here? When you got a guy's head down, his elbow's a little deep, but what do you do?
Oftentimes, try to snap him down, get him on the mat, and stretch him out.
Short time, 5 seconds.
Not a bad first round for Utah Valley. Gave up that early takedown, got an escape. He'll choose bottom going into the second.
You know what I smell?
What?
Leg ride.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't know Rolfin's
Well, we
style
saw him put the
top.
leg in out of that takedown in the first round.
Look for him to step it in on the side here. But Landon doing a good job. What a nice job. And Rolfin actually holding on, getting spun around. You don't see that very often.
I mean, typically that's not how you want to return a guy anyway. Just hang on him.
Right.
You want to get your hips in and lift him. Yeah.
Got a shot here. Too much hip in. He's got to really start putting his hips back. He's got to.
Rolfin in deep and then kind of loses some of his steam.
Landon's going to hold on to the crotch here and hope for a stalemate, or to cheat his hip out and around and get an angle and step behind. Like right there, yeah, see how he's
looking
trying
to step over
behind?
that ankle.
If he can get him to step close again and then step over it, like right now, I would step over it. He's trying.
These Cali guys are good in here doing those gator rolls and elevating the ankles and stuff.
Landon's doing a good job, man. I'm stoked. This is a good match. 17th ranked Russell Rolfin. This is cool. I love when our guys can say, hey, we're competing with guys ranked here in the top 25. We hang. Got to keep his head up.
A lot more motion out of Rolfin with both hands and feet.
Yeah,
fakes.
and that's the thing. You can only hold that off so long. So Landon's got to keep changing his hands as well.
He's back in that front head, but his arm's a little deep.
Yeah, both times he's been in a front headlock. Well, I should say every time his elbow ends up going super deep, and you lose pressure there. So let's see if he can snap the hit. Oh, stalling Green. That's an interesting call.
Well, I mean, he hasn't had any shot attempts. I think that's what the ref was looking for.
As I watch the match, Landon's moving forward a whole lot, though. But again, you got to have some action, got to have it. Short time here. We got to see if Landon can hold off for 5 seconds. Got to lock in the crotch. 3, 2, 1. Good job by Landon.
Time expires. We're going to third round. See where CSU chooses. Went ahead, chose bottom.
Coach Williams amped up. He knows what's within our grasp. What is within Utah Valley's grasp is a victory over a ranked wrestler. That's always exciting. So if Landon can ride tough here, we win, right?
Right.
Nice spiral ride here. Rolfin's blocking it off. Goes to a half Nelson out of the spiral. All right, got to return him to the mat. Goes to a switch here.
Back to his feet.
Got a lift here, Landon. There he goes, lift and return. Throws him off with an elbow roll,
Landon
but he
being
stays
sticky.
behind. All right.
Rolfin winds up, earning the escape.
Well, here's the deal. Landon had couple good shots in that first period. Slide by, and a lot of, Rolfin does a really good job with a constant change. You can't just dive in, Landon here. Go for a knee tap.
Yeah, we got Landon in a predicament. He's down by a point, minute left in the match.
More changes. You got to have heavier hands. Landon's really got to start moving his hands and moving his feet. Okay, now shoot, right? You shoot off of that. Looks like he's pushing the action now. Shot again.
Right, and he should be.
Okay, another shot. Can't go straight in. You got to set him up, Landon. And gives up a takedown there. We don't got to get off our back, that's for sure.
And then 2 near fall as well. Landon to his feet.
Gonna put his hand to the hip, breaks the lock.
Scores here.
Might as well go for it, right?
Victory series is what we call this. Short time, down by some points. You got to hit a throw, feet to back.
Man. So as his time runs out,
Lake comes in, he pulls him back. Time that expires, but not a good time to give up
that
back
was
points.
actually, I think we actually lucked out there. I'll be honest, if you really look at this match, with a minute, probably 20 seconds left, the score's 2-1. So we have,
57s. We'll have Cameron Haddock, a freshman for UVU wrestling Wyatt Girl.
Now up at 157 pounds from CSU-Bakersfield, a junior, Wyatt Girl.
Thus far in the duel, we've split matches with him, 2-2.
Right.
Haddock in a good spot and couldn't quite finish there.
Both guys had ear-to-ear kind of tie-up right there. They go forehead to forehead, which is, nice straight single.
Yeah, Haddock
Cameron's got to keep moving, though. Cameron's got to keep moving. He tries to slide up through, but, again, try to get an angle, run his feet around, and step over.
It's just a little bit off balance.
And pulled over right there. He's got to try to crawl forward here, get his knees to the mat.
Haddock, one of our freshmen out of Texas.
So how important is this? Because what we had is Haddock hits a shot, right? And he goes underneath the guy, and the motion stops, the action stops. And I think that makes it super difficult for us to try and pull something out there, because a guy can defend if that pressure straight on, right?
Right. That's one of the biggest things while coaching I've noticed is that you get in on a shot, that's probably the easy part of the takedown. It's just moving in there and keeping motion going. But the second you slow down is when they start getting momentum back on you. And Haddock's in a tough spot here. He's getting near fall. And
yeah, getting that foot caught back in a Turk position or a ski out position from this leg ride, that's always super duper tough. 4 near fall. He's going to it again. Got to crawl forward, get your belly to the mat, then try to get your hips to the mat. You got to start with your shoulders and chest and belly. Hip and over, coaches say. Again, move forward. You got to move forward. This is a tough position, but we're in this leg ride ski position. Another 4-point near fall.
20 seconds left in the match. Those near falls add up.
Yeah, recently, was it last year or this year? Last year, 4-point near fall was instituted.
No, 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years? 2 years ago, they instituted a 4-point near fall where if I can hold my opponent for a 5 count, I get 4 points. Different than the 3-point near fall for 5 seconds. Long story short, you can rack up a lot of points really quick, especially if I'm good at tilting, if I'm good at turning. I mean, right now, we're finishing up this first period 10-0 because of a couple turns.
It makes that difference between senior and freshman, you know, with the mat wrestling. It makes that a lot bigger gap. Red's choice, he'll defer. Haddock chooses neutral.
Yeah, you got to go neutral. When you got a guy that's that good on legs, again, girls, a junior, got some history, got some experience.
Haddock
driving through here. Huge angle right here with that. Oh, nice slide by, throw by.
Right. He just waited for him to try to hit that corner and then shucked it through.
Wow, great job by Haddock.
Let's see what he can do on top here, try to recoup some points. Whittled down that riding time as well.
Nice job breaking him down. He's got to keep this pressure high.
1 minute on the clock, 1 minute, second period.
Can't ride parallel. That's not how you turn. So we got to get Haddock putting some type of ride on and get a hand control or bust him down here. 50 seconds left in the second.
See, not the right way to return either. You see he kind of locked his hands and just pulled him back on top and had to bail from there.
Haddock doing a good job now, wrestling right on the edge of the mat, showing the ref that he's the one pushing the initiative. A shot right there would have been nice to make a statement like that.
26 seconds. These end of the round takedowns are super important. See if Haddock can make one happen.
Haddock's level's a little high. We'd like to see him get a little lower, especially with Girl, just nice, steady state and a low level.
Yeah, you find yourself standing up, and that's when people get in on your legs.
Short time, 2 seconds. Girl chooses down in the third period. Score is 11-2. Okay, here we go. Looks like Cameron has some tilts he wants to hit out of here. You can see he's working those angles.
girl looks to the corner like, what do I do here? His coaches just say, get up.
Right.
CSU leads 11-2.
Okay, we go in that tilt. Like I said, 1, 1, 2. Let's get 2, 1. Come on. I thought we had 2 there, but
UVU's fans are a little upset.
1 minute on the clock, 1 minute.
And if he can get those, get some near fall here, maybe take away the major decision, hopefully just find himself a pin.
You know, hey, Cameron's doing a good job riding here. One thing we got to do is not just ride when we're down. We got to really start trying to turn something up, like some of these, you know, two or 3 4-point near falls. That gets us back in the game.
CSU got a stall call. Haddock got a bar he's looking to run. 10 seconds.
That arm. I don't know why he'd do that. Okay, he sinks it back down. Short time. We got to run. Let's go, Cameron. Let's go, Cameron. Run those legs. Run those legs. Nothing to lose.
Girl able to hold off a potential.
In the end, it wasn't enough. Final score, Girl 11, Cameron Haddock 3. That takes the team scores, UVU 6, CSU-Bakersfield 10.
11, that was a major.
Oh, that was, you're right. Thank you, Chasen.
Halfway through the duel, team score, CSU 11, UVU 6. Coming into a 5-minute break.
Stick with us. We will be back. All those fans watching on all the platforms, we will be back from Utah Valley University. Sam Allen and
Jason Talbert, that's right.
Signing off.
Make some noise!
Creativity is the answer. Never play on repeat. Put your own spin on things. Let a new wave begin.
All right, come on, let's go.
2 seconds.
Creators run the show. We want the awesome. From the cage to the stage. Rise up from the streets to the pros.
So much.
Creativity is the answer to a world divided. Tear down those walls. Make worlds unite. Flip the script. Rewrite the rules. Creativity is the answer. Now over to you.
I came to college to play my sport, but more importantly, to earn a degree.
I'm constantly learning from those around me, my professors and peers, my coaches and teammates, and even my opponents.
There's nothing better than game day, battling side by side with my teammates.
The competition is what pushes me to be the best that I can be.
I take pride in my community and want to ensure that I am giving back and inspiring the next generation to do the same.
Eyes on me. I'm Mark Pope, coach of the UVU men's basketball team. I want to thank Carlos Iglesias and Ken Garth Volkswagen for being a great friend of Utah Valley University athletics, basketball, volleyball, and everything else.
Thanks, Coach. We're proud to support a great program like Utah Valley University Sports. We wish the Wolverines a fantastic season.
You can thank Carlos, too, by visiting their new dealership today, Ken Garth Volkswagen.
We hear you.
More vehicle for your dollar from Utah's largest Hyundai dealer. Drive home a new 2019 Hyundai Tucson for only $199 a month, or you'll love the new Elantra for only $13,990. Go ahead and compare at MurdochHyundai.com. You gotta come and see it in Logan, Linden, and Murray.
You only need to answer one question.
Will you accept the challenge to become?
It doesn't matter your situation in life.
No matter your interest.
Whether your first choice or second chance.
There's a place for you.
Place for you. Place for you at UVU.
Place to engage,
To rise.
to succeed.
To become.
We're back at the campus of Utah Valley University, Lockhart Arena, and we are now at our 165-pound matchup. Demetrius Romero, our stud muffin wrestler, ranked 11th in the nation. He's going up against Jacob Thalen.
Yeah, this is a good one to start with. Demetrius has been on a rampage, winning a lot of good matches against some tough competitors. He's our transfer from Boise State when they dropped their program. Came in last year, did some work for us. One thing I like about Demetrius is you'll notice when he gets in on these elbow ties and wrist, he doesn't let go of them. Guys will clear it. He still has a hold of their elbow the whole time.
He's got really heavy hands. I love his style.
Another thing the coaches praise him for is his reshot. Guys will take a shot on him, he'll reshoot, and then if they do get in on the leg like here, he moves until he scores. Doesn't stop moving those feet.
See how he just reaches back and break that lock and just keep moving around and around until he gets to a single leg and trips it down.
Right.
I love it. Here he goes. He's moving heavy here. Demetrius comes from Meridian, Idaho, Mountain View High School. He was wrestling at Boise State. Boise dropped their program, and he found a home here, and it's been good.
Yeah, he's done good things here. He likes Utah Valley.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the Utah Valley University wrestling team.
Demetrius also has a brother. He's on the cross-country team here at Utah Valley.
That's an athletic family, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got
One's a runner, one's a wrestler. Both are endurance sports, so hey, props to the mom and dad. I need to meet their mom and dad, see what kind of genetics we're talking about here.
Yeah, a lot of people in attendance here at this first duel of the night. We even have Utah Valley University's president in the house watching the duel.
Yeah, she's yelling. Cues over to Demetrius. I'd listen to her.
Yeah, she knows what's up.
She's awesome. It's been awesome to have her.
Demetrius riding that ankle. It's off the hip. Shoots him off the mat. Jacob earning the escape just before he's shot off the mat. 44 seconds left in the period.
So we got 39 seconds. I think Demetrius knows we want to score again, so we're going to look for him to turn the pace up a little bit. He's not going to hold anything, static or steady. He's going to use these tie-ups again. This Russian tie now. Thalen's head's buried. You're going to want to see Demetrius win a head position. He changes out of it. 18 seconds. We want to see a shot. Let's get a shot here. Again, out of his shot, Demetrius has a reshot here. 1-2, and oh.
He keeps driving. and gets a stall. Another one of our relentless wrestlers.
Yeah, I love it. That reshot's tough, and he did a decent.
He pushes him to his side. Get on your line, homie.
Shot. Right here. Here it goes.
Drops to the leg. Not quite.
Not quite, but good job by Demetrius. Really put it out on the line there.
Jacob looking a little bit exasperated. Is that the word? He's just a little bit desperate.
Demetrius's reshot, and I'm going to compare how he hits it to one of the greats, or the greatest. He hits a double leg reshot like Jordan Burroughs hits it.
Similarly, yeah.
From a really, really, really low position, and almost very, very parallel to the mat right through the legs, right? Like a lot of times when guys will change a level and drive up through, he shoots parallel to the mat at a really, really low level and ends up scoring really nice double leg reshot takedowns.
Yeah, he keeps his feet moving.
So if Demetrius, if he listens to this post-match, he'll hear that I've compared his double leg shot to Jordan Burroughs,
We
right?
don't want him getting too big a head, though.
Yeah, he does a good job with that reshot.
So in on that elbow, snap, and then he scores here. Similar to the first round. Trips there.
Telling you, there's so many opportunities, especially in college, where we're scoring off of shots and reshots, whether it's our own shots or theirs, right?
He's just all over this kid. Cuts him near the end, shoots him off the mat. Homie's still on his butt as Demetrius walks back to the center. It's kind of a bully.
I could actually see Demetrius being a cross-country runner.
Yeah,
he's got the
lean.
He's got the lean legs, lean physique. Nice down block here. Elbows are a little deep. He's got to pull these elbows out. Nice throw by here.
Looking to shuck him by. Short time here.
I think if you look at the amount of action that's come from Demetrius, and you look at the score's a lot closer than I think. That makes me sound like a real homebody, but at the end of 2 periods, scores 4-3. Demetrius is up by 1 with riding time.
Yeah, the scoreboard doesn't always tell you how the match went, you know, and right now it feels a lot more one-sided than the scoreboard shows.
I noticed that too in our Fresno State duel. Demetrius wrestled relentlessly, very similarly, and again that was a very close match. We were talking about, hey, we need Demetrius to come out. He's wrestling. Demetrius is ranked. He had a younger, less experienced wrestler, and so we thought, well, we're definitely going to pick up bonus points here. And the match stayed close. It was kind of a weird thing as we watched because he was so relentless with his pace, going. This is a similar situation.
One thing I've noticed, see if he does it again, CSU's been dropping to the ankle, and then they'll wait because they know how many seconds they can be there, and they jump off of it right at
and he'll go back. Oh,
yep.
Throws the leg. Bad leg. Demetrius will reverse him here. Going to push this leg out. Now he doesn't have anything really holding on. He's just kind of draped over the top. Demetrius knee slides twice, stands.
Trying to stay in bounds.
Good job for the escape.
And then he's back in his face. Sometimes we see wrestlers after a break there, they'll scoot back into the center and look for a fresh start. Demetrius still has riding time, 1:28 seconds. Stuffs the shot.
He's in the reshot here. I see.
Doubles
Switches
off.
to the double, captures those legs together. still more to go. 47 seconds. A turn here would put us in a major decision situation.
Hangs here.
All right, 33 seconds.
Demetrius needs to be aggressive still, but smart at the same time. You know that CSU's looking for some type of throw, feet to back.
Oh, nice drop down to a single leg. Oh, and Demetrius ends up giving up a late takedown here. Short time, 7 seconds. Another single leg shot attempt.
Not the best finish to the round.
Good job by Demetrius. Close match. Pretty dominant there with just his pace in the first period. Ends up coming away with a 9-6 victory, which makes the team score 9-11. We're close, Chasen, dude. This is a close match, man.
Yeah, we're coming into some of our more favorable weights, I would say. 74s. One of our favorite wrestlers, Kimball Bastian, a local product, wrestled for Maple Mountain High School. I don't know how many times he took state in Utah. He did well on the freestyle circuit, Greco.
Shot was really far away, but he gets a nice reshot into a high C here. Ends up switching to a single leg, swings around, catches his legs, but got to move up now. Ref says, hey, we're counting him off. Here he goes, breaking him down. Kimball's so fun to watch. He has a nice pace. He's been a little banged up the last couple duels, so this is his first time back. He's going to wrestle this duel, maybe questionable for our second. Trying to nurse back a little injury on the knee.
Yeah, that's something each team deals with, you know, at this level of wrestling, Division I. Everyone's dealing with injuries, everyone's getting banged up.
I noticed it both at high school and college level. I'm telling you, you go through the beginning of the season, get through the holidays. It's in the beginning of the new year, in those first 2 to 3 weeks. Nice single leg shot. Oh, nice job by Kimball to scramble up out. Even though that got switched on him, he ends up coming away without giving up that takedown.
Batista stepped over and kind of put him in a weird situation.
Kimball not had that nice single leg again. Anyways, these injuries, it's weird. It's in like the second, third week of January, and we just got to stay healthy as we go through. Usually the dual season really gets underway in the new year. A lot of tournaments previously before that.
Another stuff, and then he gets in on the reshot.
Got to see him extend that leg and push up through with his head on that double. Really flexible, wow. Batista very flexible here. It's probably going to end up in a stalemate unless Kimball can push him down to a hip. See, like right here, he's got to try to bump him to his hip, but a lock in the crotch is going to stuff that up. He'll just hold on unless Kimball can, again, look, he takes him to the hip. That's what we want. Kimball's got to pull his head out, make it put his head on the left hip, but again, his head's buried underneath Batista's hips. Here we go. Now he's got to try to hook that bottom leg and get his head out. Here you don't want a guy to sit on your head.
Looks like we'll go into a stale here. But yeah, like you were saying, January is a dual season. You start wrestling other people in your conference, Big 12s, and just trying to stay healthy and peak at the right time for nationals in March.
That's always a tough thing too, because you may be a little banged up and probably
good snap there.
Nice snap. With short time, ends up getting that takedown. He's gonna drive him down because he can't stay there too long. Good return. He's got to return him again.
Keep him short time here.
7 seconds. We got to keep him down. But no, you get into the dual season, usually in the new year. You obviously want to wrestle your best guys. You got guys banged up. You really don't want to hold them out, but they could really benefit from getting a week or two break of getting healthy. So I don't know. There's like that catch-22. Do I put my best team out? Do I need to hold any guys back? We got to make sure that we get our guys healthy so they peak at the right time, which, you know, regions and nationals.
Batista chooses bottom for the second period. Gets to his feet, Kim puts him back. Scoops a wrist.
What's the key to staying healthy, Jason? Key to staying healthy to win a long season. I mean, wrestling is 5-6 months long if you take the preseason training into it. A lot of these guys are wrestling all year long. They'll finish this into university nationals and some other freestyle and Greco stuff, but how do you do it?
I don't know if there's like a secret recipe or what, but I think just being smart. You know, like guys in the practice room sometimes let their ego get in the way. Someone's going to take them down in a weird situation. They'd rather bend their knee instead of just give up a takedown, you know.
Sometimes it is that. A long time ago, Kale Sanderson had a website called AskKale.com. And Kale answered fans' questions, and they asked him, I mean, he wrestled all 4 years undefeated, so he didn't even take a redshirt year, no injury redshirt year, right? And they said, how do you wrestle 4 years straight, no injuries, undefeated? And he goes, I got to be honest. There were situations in the practice room that I knew I was in a dangerous situation, a precarious situation, and I decided I'm just going to give it up, and I'm going to work really hard. I'm going to get up, get out, and restart my stuff rather than hold on to or stay in really weird positions. So,
right.
There's
a lot that goes
into
into
that was a long time ago. That's before he really even started getting into coaching. He was still competing internationally. So they asked him, and I thought it was actually really wise.
No, it's sound advice. There's a lot that goes into it. Guys that take care of their bodies tend to have them last longer. A lot of times it's ligaments and tendons that are getting messed up, and cutting weight can play a factor. Your diet. Kimball looking to telephone that ear. Means put it next to his. Put his foot next to his ear.
That's not a nice position to be in. But I got to be honest. Kimball chooses down in the third. But I got to be honest. He a little more hip pressure. Ski him out. Turn those hips to then turn the shoulders. Almost had it. Leg comes in here.
It was an obvious leg.
He does a Granby, but kind of went straight down to his head. Now we got to rebuild here.
Technically, Kim could almost get rid of the entire round. Not that we want him to.
There we go. Throws the leg off. Batista right in his face, though. This is going to be a nice third period. You got to force some action. Kimball knows that.
Kim now has riding time locked down. Batista in on that shot.
So like right here, Batista's getting extended more and more. Kimball will reach back and break his hands. Keep that left hand on that shin bone.
Yep.
Steps over.
Wants to lift at the elbow
here.
Oh,
pancake opportunity. Got to keep scrambling though. Oh, keeps his leg. Got to sit back on it.
Gets taken
It's
down.
kind of a weird position.
Yeah, scrambled there, looking to be aggressive, which I give him props for. Tried pancaking him, like you said.
There have been 2 pancake opportunities, both by UVU guys tonight. Neither really panned out too well for us.
No, sometimes that's the way she goes. I know the coaches like us to be always looking for points. CSU gets a stall call.
We got 1 second left here. Little confusion on
the time left.
Time left in the match.
Should be about 6 seconds.
Time expires.
An assassin? Is that what that's called?
The assassin.
Yeah.
Unsuccessful assassination attempt right there. So Kimball comes away with a 6-3 victory, makes that team score UVU 12, CSU Bakersfield 11.
Kim looks like he's limping a little bit.
Well,
wasn't real thrilled after the match. He's going over.
Well, he's been out a while. I mean, I think his shape even kind of dwindled there right in the last. So he's going to walk it off, cool down.
Hey, this will be a good matchup. 84s is for both teams some of their best guys, and Will's been having an awesome season. His final year of eligibility, and Sumner's just been turning up the heat. He's won some big matches. Remember when he beat that kid last week at Fresno?
Yeah, a ranked wrestler from Fresno. A big victory for Will. Will's been in and out of the top 25 ranking, and so he was out. His opponent from Fresno State ranked, and he does a good job coming away. Now he's ranked. Coaches mentions number 26 in the country, coming up against number 31 ranked Dominic. Nice change there.
And he's in on the leg. Looking to shelf that. Dominic goes under, looking for that gator roll.
Will's got to put his hips, get a little bit of hip pressure in.
What's nice is Will is also a Cali wrestler. He's no stranger to those funky rolls and those positions that those guys grow up doing.
Penn Valley, California, Nevada Union High School.
Yeah, Will's from a cool town. It's just up there past Reno, not too far, up in the mountains. Not your typical California stereotype, but.
Oh, duck under right there. Will sits down on his butt to defend. Gets his legs twisted here. He's got to crawl forward.
Yeah, he needs to hustle here.
It's a weird, if you look at his knee, that's a weird position.
Oh, potentially dangerous, maybe. Ref tells the top wrestler, hey, watch that knee, and he nods, yeah, I'm watching it.
They're going to be Bakersfield.
CSU's coach is not real thrilled, but
ticked about that.
But Will's kind of favoring his
in a bit of pain.
A little bit.
That was an interesting position to get your knee caught in. Will's got to shake that off. Another victory against another ranked opponent is going to put him in good light to keep his ranking moving up.
Yeah, the refs has to have the wrestler's interest in mind when it comes to their health, and like we said, staying healthy for 4 years, and be ashamed to have something go out this close to the end of his final year.
Right. Will's doing a good job of just a short sit, and even though Dominique just keeps running him back, pulling him all over,
forward.
And Will's doing a good job scooting his hips all over the mat. Nice hand control. Comes up. What a good job.
Yeah, he got rode longer than we would have liked, but most of it was in that weird turn position where his knee was getting cranked. 35 seconds left in the round.
Will can get a takedown here. That'd be really put us in a great position for the second, third periods. Sweep single. Has a whizzer here, but got to whip that down and then face him. Keep that.
Trying to protect his ankle from getting stepped over.
Right. 10 seconds.
Short time.
Got to try something here. The head position won by Dominique keeps Will's offense really out of question there. Will's choice in the second period, and Will chooses down.
Gonna look to get a quick escape to prevent riding time from racking up. Caution red. Started just before the whistle blew.
Oh, nice job. Just shifted his hips, hip heisted, and ended up facing his opponent. Gets right up to his feet. So not a lot of time racked up on the riding time there. But this drape position's bad, and Will does an okay job. If he can hold this here, this leg here, we got to look for him to hopefully keep this, move his hips up. Got to keep moving his hips up. Oh, and he doesn't. He ends up losing it. Got to look for him to get some points here.
Will back in that sit position.
But now he's got, but previously Dominique did not ride those wrists. And so he just scooted around. But now,
at this point, Dom has riding time, minute 13 seconds. Returns him almost out of bounds into the announcing table. Will sensed that ankle pick, straightened his leg, stood up.
Good change of direction there.
We got William's father in the stands, Gary's front row, saying, let's see your offense.
Nice single leg shot here. We got to keep moving. This is another position where, oh man, a little limp leg out. There you go. You jump out of bounds, you're going to get a call, stall call. Will can score here. His setups have been such. He's had a few of them. He's got to stay light on his feet in similar setups, and we'll get that takedown. 24 seconds. Change right there would be nice when a guy really drapes his arm down through and puts pressure on. Quick change, quick slide of the wrist, opens up some opportunity. Again, he goes to a heavy club and a circle. 6 seconds.
It'll be CSU's choice.
Oh man! Again, these shots where he's getting this sweep single. You gotta keep moving. If I get a sweep single and I let the guy set his hips on top of me,
you get stuck.
And you don't end up scoring. You waste a lot of energy.
Right. Dom's gonna choose the bottom. Will can ride him for over 20 seconds. Take away that riding time. Hopefully just turns him.
Bumps him back. Quick escape.
Yep.
Quick shot there. But Will does a good job down blocking. He's an overhook position. He creates a little pressure, maybe some opportunities. Got to get the head. What do you do here when a guy has his head buried right there in your temple? Do you fight for it, or do you just go, hey, let's get up out of bounds?
Will drove out of bounds. He did back up, got a stall warning. So both guys have a stall warning. Minute and a half left in the match.
Here's the deal. Will gets a takedown here. Oh, nice sweep single again. If he gets a takedown, the opportunity, okay, if he can shoot him out, this is a good opportunity right here. Attack out. That's a stall and a point. 1 point green. Nice job.
So that puts him within tying it up.
Right.
If he gets a takedown at the very end.
If he gets a takedown at the end and rides for 13 seconds, let's get a heavy hips here, Will. Keep his head down. Now, do you just wait here for a stalemate? Oh, not the drape again. Do not let this drape come in. That is not a good position.
Yeah, Dominic's been super successful here. He's got 2 takedowns.
Both takedowns
already.
out of this.
Yep.
Will's got to grab that leg and pull it across his body, roll through.
Trying to put Will in danger here.
We don't want to do that. Nothing yet. He's got to hold this ankle. Short time. Stalemate. We want stalemate or
I can't call it. Ref's watching. Both sides are
29
yelling.
seconds, stalemate.
Finally call stale.
All right, that's kind of what Will was going for. But, man, that drape position.
Yeah, the shots don't need to be.
But especially because
under.
Will does such a good job of down blocking. He does such a good job of stopping the shot. and then he lets this guy come up and drape. Again, right here, no coming up underneath.
Yeah,
he's got to keep heavy pressure on his head and get moving around. 16 seconds. Break this lock and run around, Will. Let's go. You win the match. Right here, keep going. He's got the hands broken. He's got the hands broken. Keep going. 5 seconds.
Short time here. Time expired.
And not enough at the end.
Will drops the bout.
Gosh, what a tough match.
I mean, at the end of the day, you look at takedowns. Will didn't get any takedowns, and Dominic, CSU, just did a good job of
takedowns
controlling
will win the match.
On their feet.
Yep, takedowns will win the match.
97s, looks like we're going to wrestle Ashton Seeley against Mark Peñacek. He's a redshirt junior. Seeley, coming out of Juab High School. He's a redshirt freshman, newer to the team.
Seeley wrestled last week against the Western Wyoming, in the Western Wyoming duel. Looked pretty good, quite dominant. Had a lot of good action.
Goes for that shrug. Didn't quite get enough pressure pushing in before he went to it.
Hand control down, clear down to the mat. Ear to ear tie. Oh, he just dropped straight down to that single leg.
Yes.
Ashton does have his hips in though there. Still a tough situation. I'd lock right there in the crutch. He'll keep coming around. If he hooks this, I don't know why, he's got to step over that foot and then put his hips in. Oh, his leg is
bent.
Oh man, it's bent, but he
goes for that crotch lift.
There, high legs.
Somewhere in danger.
High legs. Just keep his legs high, Ashton.
Just drop your hips.
Drop your hips now. He's got to keep his legs high. Legs high, legs high, legs high, legs high. Cross face now.
It's questionable. It's a weird position.
That was a little funky, right?
Yep.
But I'm telling you, we could probably point it out. Every time there's a 50-50 scramble like that, whoever gets the legs higher is going to win that scramble.
Yeah, typically the higher guy wins. Seeley did a good job of getting that crotch lift and then switching the position a little bit to more in his favor. But
Ashton
now he's got the legs in.
Nice leg ride with a. Watch this power half come on top. He's keeping this right here. Watch this power half or a ski out, right? I love this series, right? You're either going to ski one side or power half the other side. Makes it really hard for the guy on bottom because he can't follow where the pressure's going. If he defends one, it opens up the other. If he's defending the other, it opens up the one, right?
Yeah, it's a good series.
Heavy hips, got to keep his hips in now. Break those hips down.
Seeley looking to stay not too high. Looks like he might be getting up there a little ways.
Shoulder hug here. Gosh darn, not long enough. He'll go back to this power half again. This is tough too. I mean, you know, we're in the first period, 38 seconds left, well over a minute of riding time. And again, just in the first period, this will pay dividends in rounds 2 and 3. And, you know, he's keeping his head down, leg right in. Leg just came out on one side.
Yeah, Seeley racking up a bunch of riding time, but we'll call stale here. CSU gets a fresh start. This is where we want to prevent him from scoring, you know, even just an escape.
Yeah, this is an important time to keep that, keep your opponent down. Ashton's done a good job riding here, though.
Great job.
Flatten him out, 10 seconds. Oh, got an arm bar.
Turn him, I say.
Run, run, run. Use those legs. Notice how Peñacek's hip turned all the way down. I mean, you got to really have some great pressure to break those hips and then turn those shoulders.
Seeley chooses bottom. It's got quite the cushion with riding time, but hope to see him escape quick.
Immediately did that ankle ride. He got high. Watch this. Watch for a reversal here. He's going to keep bucking him off. Coming out the back door.
He's going to want to swim here.
Yeah. There he goes. Comes out the back door for a 2-point reversal.
Awesome reversal. Yeah, I've noticed that's kind of been a trend with this team. They all drop to that ankle first couple seconds of the round, and then as the ref counts out their allotted time to sit there, they'll let go.
Right.
And oftentimes go from there to a leg ride.
We see that a lot more now. Again, different rules and criteria for referees as they look to make sure that they keep action going. Actually counts when we have hold of the legs, counts when we have different holds. Like, hey, you hold this too long, you're going to get called.
Yeah, it's just
or
to prevent,
warned for stalling.
You know, sneaky ways of stalling. It's like, hey, this guy might get away from me. I'm just going to drop to his leg.
Again, heavy hips here. You see that the hips did come to the mat for Peñacek, but Ashton scoops it right back up. Oh, now it comes down to the mat, but see, Ashton's going to scoop it back up. Almost a switch opportunity there. Ashton ends up with an arm bar and a half.
Again,
see,
this is a good spot.
It is a good spot. Again, if they put that heavy hip down, bam, that half comes on. They
Yeah,
put the
great
half
spot
on,
to be in. Let's see if he can
makes
turn him here.
Be honest with the arm bar. Let's go with the arm bar. Got to come behind the armpits now. Stay behind those arms. Ton of riding time racked up, 3 minutes and 18 seconds. So he's got it locked in for the match.
Time is up. Third period. It's like CSU gets a choice here.
What do you think? He's been ridden 2 solid periods, but he
I'd
still
choose
chooses
neutral
down.
if I was him.
I would too.
Doesn't look like he listened to his coaches on that one.
He did or he didn't?
He didn't.
Yeah, I
he
think
looked to the corner and then they didn't. I don't know. Maybe
well,
he missed
not
it.
only that, his coaches looked pretty darn disappointed when he chose down. I won't lie.
Yep. So hopefully Seeley can turn this into a pinning combination. Opportunity to get some bonus points on the board. I think we've won 4 matches and they've all been just decisions.
Right.
Which explains the deficit we are in currently. The team score, CSU-Bakersfield 14, UVU 12.
Nice job with a high, like a ankle ride to lift the leg, and then he throws the legs in on the same side. Power half position here. Look, he's just got to get his head down, forearm right on the back of his head, and then a shoulder hug. Either way, I mean, Ashton's doing a good job. A lot of turning opportunities here. Warning again. Now we start getting points here. 5-0 with that stall call.
Utah,
27 seconds, 5 minutes of riding. He's crushing him on the riding time. Again, same question I think his coaches were asking. Why would you choose down? Ashton just puts a beat down on him, riding tough on top.
Yeah,
love to have seen Ashton turn him. I mean, he had a lot of opportunities from an armbar perspective, power half perspective, ski out perspective. Again, head down here. He's going to try for this power half.
Time's up. Another decision. Utah Valley.
Nice job. Ashton Seeley coming away with the victory over Mark Peñacek.
Yeah, Ashton's got some good workout partners. He came into the program at a good time. He's got Tanner Orndorff, ranked 14th in the country as a workout partner. And then his big little brother Tate, who's up now, ranked 9th currently. And he can work out with those guys often.
Yeah, well, you always get as good as your practice partners. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. And coaches. You know, Ethan and Luke Lofthouse are upper weights coaches. They're always in there rolling with them and beating up on them.
And your big boy, 285-pound Utah Wolverines.
So we got Tate Orndorff, a redshirt freshman, wrestling Jared Snyder. for CSU Bakersfield.
Oh, arm spin. Wow, that was rad.
That was really cool. So you got him pushing in, change directions, arm spun him.
That was pretty rad. You don't see a lot of arm spins, as specifically in collegiate wrestling at a heavyweight. I don't know if the last time I've seen one. You see them more in international freestyle and Greco-Roman.
Yeah, and Tate is a big Greco guy. He's done a lot of things in Greco. Hopefully we see some more of him wrestling on his feet. He's always good in those locks.
Goes underneath into the crotch, runs him out of bounds.
All the way to the basketball floor.
Tate had a tough match against Fresno State. Both he and his older brother, Tanner, both had ranked opponents, and had tough matches, tough losses that night. So Tate doing a good job riding, but lets him go. Minute 42 to now score again. Oh, had a little.
He's in that Russian. This is a good spot for Tate.
One point difference in our team score. So, in all actuality, winner of this match wins the duel.
Yeah, this decides it. I feel good about it. On paper, it looks really good for UVU, but you never know.
Now, every once in a while, they will draw for where matches start. All the pressure's on the heavyweights. They're like, wait, I'm always the guy at the last. I'm the guy that's got to either win it or lose it for my team. They sometimes will draw for that, so they may start at different weight classes. So you could literally start and end anywhere. Tonight we did start at our 125-pound match. Coaches elected to do that. This is exciting stuff. Oh, man.
Tate times it perfect, drops the low ankle, then covers the hip.
You know, that's a real timing. I think the way you put it, that's a timing thing, right?
Yeah.
You know, you see a guy stepping in, you see him step in, and boom, you time that correctly and sting him.
Yeah, bumps him up 4-1. His riding time's now over a minute.
We don't want to let him go here. Yep, scoop it up. 5 seconds, got to return it. Oh, man, we get an escape right there. Don't want to do that, really.
You know, bad time for an escape, but all in all, a good first round.
Snyder chooses down in the second period. Got to bump him forward, picks him up, spins him down. Nice job.
No, it's
with a return.
It's a different game up in these bigger weights. Heavyweight, you know, top bottom positions, a lot different than 25s.
Okay, now he's going to flatten these hips out. Oh, build him back up. Notice how Tate is isolating the one hip to turn it down to the mat, and then he tries to smash the other ones down.
Yeah.
Tough ride here. You can't stay here too long. Referees go, hey, you got it. You can't just ride parallel, top guy. But now he's out to the side, and now looking for a wrist ride. Tripod position, quick stand up. Tate just goes, all right, let him go. Scores 3-4. Tanner's racked up 2 minutes, 11 seconds of riding time, up by 1. So I'll have him time this again. A heavy foot steps in, and he stung him good.
Oh, this is where he does well. He's got that lock, the clinch.
Clinch lock, yep.
And he'll gauge him. Homeboy's trying to step out or get his hips away.
A lot of action. I love this. I love when the big guys move like this. Oh, wow. What an awesome shot.
I think, and I might be wrong, I think he was just looking for that near ankle, but the far one was just as close. So took it.
He reached for the high C, the throw by high C, and ends up just dropping down to the far ankle because it just collapsed down on it.
It was there.
Good job by Tate. Score's now 6-3. Riding time still racking up with just a few seconds left in the second. Knee slide clears his hands, but gets returned. But again, right back up. Nice job. Relentless kind of off the bottom there. A lot of work there not to get that, earn that escape point. See him for him to fire up again. Again, steps up.
Has hand control.
There we go.
It's out. Hopefully we can turn this into a major.
Right, wouldn't that be awesome? Makes it just look a little bit better when we win by a major.
I'd like to have at least one match won with, bonus points. That's what they train for.
Oh man, nice. Look at these.
He
Yeah,
shoots,
look at the changes.
Shoots pulls,
Look at the changes.
gets the stall. I'd say cut him. Got time. You need a point. There we go. Ideally, take him down to his back. Drew a stall call.
Snyder called for stalling right before that takedown flurry. All right, look at that. Nice change up to a shot. Throws it by.
Underhook.
Oh, got to go all the way. Oh, and that
Foot
is swept
sweep.
down.
Underhook's
so
one
nasty.
side, gets him going one way, then pulls on that underhook and foot
Yeah,
sweeps the other
honestly,
side.
dude, like the look on his face, that was.
He's hit that earlier this season.
I've
He's
seen him hit it.
before.
I have seen him hit that, and he makes it look like seriously effortless.
I think that's
because
what
he just knows it. When you a foot sweep really is like when you know when a guy's foot is going to be light, especially he's stepping one way, the other foot's light. Boom, that's
Needs
when
a
you just sweep it
takedown
away.
for that major we're talking about.
Let's go. 10 seconds. Let's get that major, Tate. Got to change and go. I don't know if he's going to get it. Time expires here. Good job by Tate to close it up. Ends up making the final score for UVU. 18. CSU-Bakersfield 14. So, Jason, what are some takeaways that you have? We keep the victory. I think that was important, right?
Yeah, I like to harp on the bonus points. I mean, the score's closer than it could have been with us taking 6 matches and then only winning 4. Their bonus points came in handy and almost, cost us the duel. Things go one way or another that could have really left us somewhere gnarly.
Yeah, I liked the way we tied up. I liked the way we pushed the pace on our feet, and we got more wrestling tonight, Jason. We got it's just here in a couple minutes. We're gonna break, probably clean up a little bit. 7 o'clock, we're gonna be back here. UVU's taking on the Mountaineers of West Virginia.
Another Big 12 foe. So tune in.
And having these Big 12s coming from back east, it's a little bit different back there. Concentrated geographically, really, really storied programs, tough competition. Out west here, where the Big 12 is spread out a little bit more. So this is
we're happy
be really
to be in the conference, and actually we've done really well so far.
So hey, stay with us whether you're watching on YouTube, Go UVU, Facebook, Utah Valley Wrestling, or the KSL app. We will be back. This is Sam Allen signing
Jason
off.
Talbert, thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
on me. I'm Mark Pope, coach of the UVU men's basketball team. I want to thank Carlos Iglesias and Ken Garf Volkswagen for being a great friend of Utah Valley University athletics, basketball, volleyball, and everything else.
Thanks, Coach. We're proud to support a great program like Utah Valley University Sports. We wish the Wolverines a fantastic season.
You can thank Carlos, too, by visiting their new dealership today, Ken Garf Volkswagen. We hear you.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go?
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
Thinking of buying a home? Think bigger. Because with UCCU's low interest rates and low mortgage insurance rates, you could qualify for more house with the same payment you could get from other local lenders. A mortgage with UCCU gives you more purchase power. That means more money you can put into your home or back into your pocket. To learn more, visit uccu.com/morehouse or stop by any UCCU branch today. Morehouse, same payment. Only at UCCU, inspiring smart mortgage decisions.
Dear James, when you were born, I nicknamed you Lucky. But luck has nothing to do with it. You've created your own path. The hours in our driveway paved the way to state championships.
So James Harden, how does it feel to be MVP? You know, it feels great, you know?
In the desert, you grew your game, and you shattered expectations. It wasn't long until you suited up for draft day.
James Harden.
Looking back now, you've always been creative. Doing it your way, on your terms. You were dreaming big then, but when you left me that note, keep this paper, I'ma be a star. You were already my brightest star.
MVP, baby!
Step back three. Got it! James Harden.
And now, you're showing everyone else.
We're in the back really cooking food. You know, we take pride in all the food that we do. We make the meatballs from scratch. We make the pasta. What we're doing as a restaurant, making the community better, beautifying the community, increasing the culture in the community. And I think that that's such an important aspect to what we do as a restaurant, to recognize that our customers aren't just people who are coming in to dine with us, but they're part of our family.
The latest from KSL5 News, including breaking news as it happens, and all your favorite KSL shows, ready to watch anytime. Download the free KSL app right now on all your favorite devices.
Gentlemen, welcome to the campus of Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah, and Lockhart Arena, where Utah Valley University is taking on the Mountaineers of West Virginia. We are stoked to have this Big 12 program here in Orem. Like I was telling Chasen previously, we're lucky when we get these guys back east from coming out here. Big 12 really, from the wrestling perspective, covers across the state, across the United States. So grateful to have these guys come here.
Yeah, we got teams. Fresno representing us on the West Coast, West Virginia on the East. I mean, it's big, and we're happy to be part of this conference. It gives us a whole new perspective on things. We just came out of the WAC conference. It was a little bit different. There's some insane competitions, tough teams.
Well, I think wrestling actually gives us a heads up. Like Jason mentioned, all the other Utah Valley athletics run and under the banner of the WAC. Except for wrestling, and wrestling is a unique sport where not every university has a program, and so we actually have some of the best programs in the country right here in our own conference, and makes a difference for us as we prepare to wrestle postseason and go to nationals.
Right. For those of you just tuning in, we just wrestled CSU-Bakersfield, a Pac-12 opponent. We won the duel. 18-14 was the final team score. looking forward to this lineup as they shake hands, see what changes might be made at UVU's lineup, or if they're going to stick with the same recipe that won the last duel.
West Virginia not ranked. Utah Valley just coming off of a ranking, lost a tough match to an unranked Fresno State. We had a couple of our guys starters out, a couple surprise matches. Tanner Orndorff got caught, if you guys were tuning in for that match. Like Chasen said, this is our second duel of the night. West Virginia took on CSU-Bakersfield before the UVU duel. Then UVU and Bakersfield dueled against each other. UVU came away with a 18-13. I'm probably messing that up already. Final score 18-14. So UVU gets the victory. West Virginia beat Bakersfield. So now it's kind of like, hey, 2 wins. Who's going to win this third one, right?
Yeah. Before we wrestled CSU-Bakersfield, West Virginia did, and they wound up winning the duel by 3 points. We won the duel against CSU by 4 points. And I think a similar trend is it's going to come down to bonus points, so those major decisions, technical falls, pins.
So West Virginia coming at us with 5 ranked wrestlers. And I was saying this the last match, Jason. If you got 5, 6 ranked wrestlers, that's putting you close to being in a ranked position, in a top 25 position. UVU has 6 ranked wrestlers starting at our 149-pound weight class. He may, we got word that our stud wrestler, Matt Finley, number 9 ranked at 141, may be not wrestling this second duel.
Yeah, Mountaineers led by head coach Tim Flynn. He comes to us from his prior position at Edinboro.
I knew it. I was talking to you. I knew that's how I knew that guy from.
Yep, and he brought an assistant or a volunteer assistant with him, Mitchell Port.
Right.
I remember him wrestling in recent years. So
he did a good job with Edinboro.
He was there for a long time.
Got some really, really great wrestlers coming out of there. Quick takedown right there.
Yeah, we got Joey Thomas, redshirt freshman, take down Josh Jensen.
Like I was telling you, West Virginia coming in our conference in the Big 12. Their schedule thus far this year, they have wrestled 10 ranked opponents. They have had a super tough schedule.
Right, and I mean, right now they're sitting at 2-11 and 2-4 in the Big 12, but like you're saying, that record isn't super telling of the talent level on this team, just because of the caliber of competition they've been against.
Right.
We look down their lineup, they have 5 ranked guys, their 33-pounder being the highest ranked at 14th, and so on paper they're a good team.
So Josh had a really good match against CSU's Bakersfield with a lot of pace, a lot of shots. And he did a good job defending or getting right back up out of that takedown that Thomas got. Oh, man, he cut the corner on him. So he gives up another takedown, score 4-1. We're going to look for him to build up, immediately get right back to his feet, and let's go at it again. His foot's caught. Refs usually don't let them keep that too long.
Yeah, the ref will be looking to see which way his ankle or his heel is pointed to make sure that knee isn't in danger of getting wrecked.
Hand control here is going to be important. He's got to break that hand control, put it on his hip, and turn him facing. Oh, Andy kept his hands locked. I don't know how you don't call that.
You got a stall warning.
Yeah, but he pulls him down to the mat. When you return your opponent to the mat, you cannot keep your hands locked. And I guess we went out of bounds, and the ref felt like he didn't control him out of bounds after he brought him off his feet. Knee slide. Immediately, rolled him through.
Jensen could have done a better job at landing on his his base instead of his butt or his belly, but see if he can build something here. About 30 seconds left in the match.
There we go. Short time. He returns him down to the mat.
Yeah, Joey Thomas gets in a precarious situation, hits that shot, and just finishes there. Red to first, will be Green's choice. Josh chooses bottom.
Okay, so Josh got ridden out pretty good there. We got to look for him to get an escape quick here and then get his offense going. Nothing too crazy by way of score if we wrestle smart here. All right, here we go. Nice change up. Got to fight those hands, though. Good balance. Doesn't get pulled down. It's a lot of work, huh, Jason, to build up, get your base, stand on your feet, fight all the way out, and boom, you get taken back down.
Right. It's the same for the top guy, too. I mean, they take a lot of energy, you know, returning you to the mat. And sometimes the more you stand up, the higher your chances get of escaping. Thomas looking to roll that wrist out.
It's tough to stay underneath your opponent like this. Josh clears his foot out, but again, this spiral super heavy. Look for a knee slide. A knee slide would put all the weight behind Josh Jensen and allow him to get out, because again, we're going to get returned down to the mat. Oh, okay job. He's got some good balance. So now he knows you get I always like a fresh start, right? I like a fresh start for us to just fire up now.
Yeah, 30 seconds left in the period. Riding time up there, 3.5 minutes almost. So he gets that fresh start, gets to his feet.
Look, hand control there, that's good. He's got to keep the hand control. Sit here, now he's got to sit hard out, but he gets a double leg and finishes it down flat.
So Red got a stalling call there. West Virginia staff not too thrilled about.
Explain to the listeners why that is. I mean, they're obviously both wrestling, but what is his obligation? Why did the ref call him for stalling?
You know, he really needs to be working at returning him towards the mat. And typical Joey Thomas so far in the match, when he gets in trouble, he'll drop to the legs, and that's kind of his route there, which is why the ref dinged him. Red chooses bottom, finish this match.
See if Josh can put a lot of pressure on here with a leg ride. Let's see him get some turns.
He got the leg in. I mean, even a two count.
Right. No, a near fall bring this match right into our scope where we can come away with a victory. He's getting high here. What they mean by that is, even his leg got caught out.
Yep. His
coach comes out the back and gets a reversal, 6-2.
Mountaineer coaches say he's high. As Thomas swims that arm out.
Okay, here we go. Reaching shot. Josh does a good job of cutting the angle and is out here in front in a overhook. Both shot at the same time for the same leg on single leg shot. Neither gets it.
Josh wanting to own those elbows. West Virginia coaches tell him to cut him again. They're looking to run the score up, hopefully get a major. See if Josh can score the first takedown of the match for himself. West Virginia coaches want him to cut him again with 30 seconds left.
So what they're trying to do is pick up these bonus points, and you said it best. Oh, man. You said it best, Chasen, that we some of these close matches are won and lost by just those bonus point criteria.
Right. West Virginia coaching staff, they're no rookies. They understand, and so this opportunity they had to run the score up and get a bonus point paid off for them.
Extra bonus point for all that riding time that he racked up. Final score 13-5. Good job, Joey Thomas from West Virginia. Up next, 133, Isaiah Delgado, a freshman, going up against West Virginia's best wrestler, number 14th ranked Matthew Schmidt, redshirt sophomore. His record's 11-2. Delgado did a good job wrestling in that first match. Great job on his feet. Got beat pretty bad on bottom. Just got ridden out. So, you know, that shows a little bit of youth. But watch this pace that he has on top, or excuse me, on our feet, and let's watch for some fireworks.
Yeah, Gregerson hasn't had a terrible season. He's 4-3. He comes from a Greco background, done a lot in that area of the sport. And Matthew Schmidt, ranked 14th currently. Both guys looking at that Russian tie.
Oh, wow. That's always a cool shot for guys that are, oh, wow. 2 long reaches, but that's oftentimes there, especially guys that are lanky like Schmidt is. It's just like they just call it a snatch single leg. Like they just literally just reach forward. They got long arms, and they end up picking that up. Delgado did a good job of defending the first one, but then his foot was too close, and he re-reached, and all he did is reach down to an ankle pick and bulldozed him over.
Schmidt crowding that spiral ride. He's got it. A lot of pressure there. Gregerson tries to turn into him. And Schmidt looking to get a leg in.
Kind of just resting that leg right on top of his thigh.
Schmidt gets a 2 count. West Virginia coaches all over the refs tonight. From the get-go, they've been
Gregerson creating a little bit of buzz with this with his motion here, but now we're in this Iowa ride. His ankle's caught. He's got to clear that out.
No, Schmidt does a good job here. He's really sticky, and it's like he's pulled him back for some more near fall.
Yep, that shoulder hug near fall with a forward near fall now. Scores 8-0.
Short time left in the round. 10 seconds here.
Great rotation right there. Just rotate the weight, rotate his motion back into him, posts up tripod, and stands and faces him.
Right, Schmidt back to that Russian.
With a lock on it.
Yeah.
That's really nasty.
Yeah, he can do a lot from there. Winds up time in a step.
Roll, wow.
Almost trucked Gregerson, but looks like Dylan looking to come out.
Gregerson's got to scramble here. He's got to reach back, grab a wrist, not get his wrist caught.
Yeah, notice how patient Schmidt is there. He's just kind of waiting, seeing what's going on. And then.
But I got to secure that foot, too. I'm not letting go of that foot. He's going to try to kick this off. Yeah, I'd keep it right there in my armpit and use my hands. Schmidt gets his weight back up on top. Man, that's so much work, man. And had him actually in a bad position and not to come away with it. That's disappointing.
Schmidt looking for a turn here. 4 count equals a tech. See if we can work for an escape.
Yeah, we got to put some points up here in this cross-body position. Looks like a guillotine position as well. Gregson tries to get his hips down through, or pulled through, which he's trying to do here. Gets him out, right? Now we got a fresh start, but gets pushed down. All right, time expires. Scores 11-0. Riding time's really,
turn.
yeah.
Coach Williams tells him to go down.
That's interesting, right?
Might be a sketchy choice here.
Right, that's you know, you got to look at it. Got to go, okay, I got to score somewhere.
Dylan reaches back, kind of a rule of thumb not to do that. He's brought back to his base.
Not a lot of good comes when you reach back.
Nope.
Not at all. Because what you do is you end up reaching back and holding your opponent tighter to you, right? You reach back and hold. And
yeah, pull him into you, or he snags your arm and keeps it.
This leg ride position's tough. Minute left here in the. Uh-oh, here we go. Not a full 4 count. Gregson does a good job of defending that, but now he's got to get some hand control, get his knees to the mat, and build a base.
Right. 35 seconds left in the round, dangerously close to a technical fall.
30 seconds on the clock, 30 seconds.
He's got to crawl that knee forward. You're in a bad situation. Okay, does a good job. Sneaks his knee down, 22 seconds. He's got to stay really careful here. The legs have come back in.
Stalling on Utah Valley.
Stall warning.
Short time. He's looking to get another stall call. Seems like too short a time for that.
Rolls through. Rolls through but avoids the technical fall with the bonus point for riding time, 14-0, which is a major decision victory for Matthew Schmidt, the 14th ranked Mountaineer, highest ranked stud muffin. That brings the team score 8-0 West Virginia.
Now up at
41s instead of Matt Finley, our go-to.
Right.
We're going to wrestle Isaiah Delgado, who in the previous duel, he was at 33s.
And that was my fault. If you guys were listening in, there was a question, who was going to wrestle where, and so I was looking at my sheet. I kept calling Dylan Gregson Isaiah Delgado. But now we got Isaiah here at 141.
Wrestling Luke Martin, another freshman for West Virginia.
So good matchup, right, Chasen?
Yeah, Isaiah, actually, he's done really well this season. They had him wrestle out in Florida in those duels and showed up.
Nice change-ups there.
Yeah, noticed his fakes and got him moving. One thing I like about Delgado is the way that he keeps the pace going.
Oh, Jesus.
Watch that knee there, ref. That was kind of an iffy situation.
Not only that, though, he oh, man.
It was like either get your knee ripped off or get taken down.
Right.
And coaches are saying, hey, knee. Coach Williams, call him timeout. He wants to talk to the ref about that. It's like it won't change the results of that flurry.
Okay, we want to see him knee slide. Rolls all the way through, but he lands in a nice position. Again, he slides up, keep it moving. Look at this motion on bottom, right?
Yeah, Delgado hustling there.
Good job. He blocks the leg ride coming in. Now he's in a short sit. Again, nice.
He does them enough, and one of these is going to translate into a point.
That was awesome. That was awesome, man.
Yeah, it's good movement.
Really good. Uh-oh, now a quick shot back in by Martin. And another takedown, darn
Yeah,
it.
just kind of seat dumped him.
All right, and a quick escape. Good job, Isaiah.
A lot of action. Still a minute left in the first round. Delgado looking to score his first takedown of the match.
Well, here's the thing. Like, look at those fakes. He's got good fakes. He's got good foot motion. He's got heavy hands. We got to now take that and translate it into some shot and some offense. Because unfortunately, both his shots have been stuffed. While Martin's gotten 2 great takedowns.
.30 seconds.
Nice down block. Now let's look for a reshot here.
20 seconds on the clock for his period.
Again, these fakes are really fake. You know, these head fakes are moving Martin, and if we time his step back, we can get some offense going here. Delgado's digging that underhook here. Oh, nice. Keeping his head up. Return to the mat by Martin. He rolls. Oh, Isaiah rolls and a quick up. Nice.
He kind of went with him, felt him pulling him back, kicked off the mat, went with him, got his point.
Well, it's a 3-4 match. West Virginia leading us by just 1 point. Far shot. Delgado felt that coming, but now he's got him in this front headlock position. He's got to now move him.
Yeah, he needs to score here.
Notice how Martin was, nice and compact, balled up. You got to extend your opponent, whether get him back on his heels or real stretched forward, where he's stretched out. Far shot, darn it. Well timed by Martin. Well timed by Martin to score that takedown, and Delgado looks now to get his legs unsplit, which he does.
These West Virginia kids, they seem to do really well in the top position. thus far.
Yeah, really sticky hips. You know, they hold on tight. The leg ride has been coming in. Rolling all the way through. See right there, which Delgado was doing a good job in the first rounds is okay, good escape. Okay. We got to see some offense here. I think Delgado's got it. He's just got to commit to it, right?
Yeah, I mean, he hits his fakes. And
look at that slide by.
Good slide, but didn't capitalize there. 10 seconds.
Like, yeah, that underhook is super telegraphed by Martin. We timed that correctly. We can hit a shot, right? I know it's coming. Heavy step, heavy underhook opportunity. If I pause, move, get some motion out of that and hit a straight single, I think there's some opportunity.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Red will choose bottom going into the last round.
Close match, 6-4. Delgado down by 2. There is riding time, but only by 37 seconds. So if we ride tough here, well, immediate Granby roll and a reversal, darn it.
Not a great start to the round.
Heavy pressure now. Delgado had such pace on bottom in that first period especially. Blood time. Delgado's got a pretty gnarly, bloody nose.
Not a terrible thing for us at this point. You know, he gets a fresh start after catching his breath a little bit. Push the pace for the final 90 seconds of the match and maybe string some points together and win. Yeah, Coach Tim Flynn chatting with his wrestler now. Back in the day, I think he All-American at Penn State before his days in Edinburgh.
That's right. He had that, there was a guy from Edinburgh, who was it, 2 or 3 years ago? He's in the top, I think he was in the finals. I don't know if he won. Anyways, he has coached a lot of great wrestlers, All-Americans. And I saw him tonight. I knew I was like, man, he had come from another program. And as we looked it up, came from that Edinburgh program.
Looks like we got some blood cleaned up, ready to go again.
Claw position and a spiral ride, but oh look,
Delgado quick to his feet.
Got another, yeah, nice job. Okay, 5-8.
Good at hand fighting in there, you know, from that position.
Oh, heavy hand there. That was a nice snap down. Oh, looking for an inside trip there. Ankle pick. Delgado does a good job of turning his hip down.
He tried to snake his foot out and put that knee in danger again.
Another inside trip.
Notice Delgado, he kind of stepped into that. Could have maybe bear hugged him to his back. .40 seconds.
There we go. Nice, go behind.
Coaches are saying cut him. 30 seconds left. Delgado needs to cut him here. Give him his one.
Here we go, we gotta go. Ah, we gotta go, man.
West Virginia's coach is telling him to get after it.
Delgado's gotta go.
Drew a stall there.
Well, valiant effort right there at the end. Final score 13-7 for a decision victory. Delgado put on a little bit of a show right there. If he could have put together a little bit quicker offense, might have come away with a real matchup there. That brings the team score to 11-0 for the Mountaineers.
This is Haddock. 49s will have Cameron Haddock, freshman for UVU wrestling. Number 20 in the country, Christian Montserrat. Montserrat in his final year of eligibility, wrestling the amateur Cameron Haddock, freshman. Cameron pulls that rush in. Gets him stepping. Fake comes out, fake comes out. Cameron does a good job of defending there.
If you notice, Delgado's match, this match, we have a number of matches where my footwork and my level change really create options and opportunities to score. And it literally is all it is motion, right? There's not even a lot of, oh, wow, nice high C shot there. He just comes up out underneath. So after minute 15 in the first, he gets his first takedown. Riding sticky on top, those hips glued right to the back of Haddock. Knee slide here. He tries to clear those hands off.
A lot of pressure.
Coach Lofthouse keeps saying knee slide, keep going, keep going.
Looking for a changeover. Montserrat went for the tilt, didn't quite have enough.
Well, right there, he does a good job pulling that claw off, and you got to be honest, when he does that, right there, nice job. There's a moment of weightlessness where the hips aren't glued on like they had been.
West Virginia coach is not thrilled about the call. Escape on the edge of the mat there.
It's far reaching shot. Cameron does a good job to block it, and man, just throws it by.
Yep. He's got him pushing in the right pressure. Just changes direction.
Okay, nice motion. Got to keep moving. Pull the claw off. Hold the hand control.
Short time, 5 seconds left in the round. That'll be it for the first round. UVU defers. Gives West Virginia a choice. He'll go down. Give Haddock a chance to wear that riding time back down and get some turns. Rakes him back in. Montserrat's right back to it.
Light feet right there for Montserrat. Yeah, both guys heavy hands here. Looking for opportunities to set him up.
Tough position, sit the hips there, winds up giving it up.
That's one position. Oh, now he pulls him straight to his, okay. Haddock does a good job to belly out there. I will tell you, I think one position that UVU keeps finding themselves in is guys shooting rather than really put my hips on. We got some guys that feel comfortable sitting on their butt and looking to get in a crotch lift situation or kind of scoot their hips around. And it just hasn't been effective tonight in both duels, to be perfectly honest. But you see it here, he goes to sit on his hip and gets blasted down and no real opportunity.
Yeah, hasn't been super profitable in that position. these duels are oftentimes a good chance for the coaches to see what their team needs to work on and where they need to go.
Tilt position, but a roll through by Haddock. Heavy, heavy pressure here. Changes on top. Okay, knee slide here. Oh, drive. There he goes. He drives through.
Drives into him.
Here we
Gets
go.
the reversal.
Got him that reversal.
Montserrat looking at his corner. Hey, what do I do here?
Scores 3-7 with short time.
No, that's good stuff right at the end of the round. Montserrat didn't have a whole lot of time to get any points back. It's going to be Green's choice. Coach Williams deliberating with the officials. Seems like the
It's not locked in.
Coach Williams says, hey, you know, the riding time never went the other way. Let's fix it real quick. And West Virginia coaches, what, 3 seconds?
Right.
Not a big deal. Well, I don't know. Could be.
Good, honestly. Depending on what we choose, actually, too.
Looks like they got that sorted out. Green will choose bottom. Which might not be terrible if you can.
If you can pull this off, I mean, he had some really great motion right there. Throws it
There he
off,
goes,
and again,
change
he's
over.
up. Not bad, not bad. Here we go.
Hand
Hand
control.
control now. Here we go. Hand
Get
control
to get
now.
his hips away.
Nice job. Oh, now, oh, reach. Ah. Sorry,
West
I'm
Virginia.
all over the place here.
West Virginia, as soon as he got the escape, went for that shot. No points there.
Wrestling on the edge here. Oh, no, shot, go behind. I'll drive him out. Here we go,
Montserrat
drive him out.
really aggressive.
Yeah, he came out super aggressive. So, hey, I think the level was matched very well by Haddock. 7-4. He's got to stay a little lower. Haddock's got a, or excuse me, Montserrat's got a pretty good level. Haddock's a little higher. And especially with how this guy is shooting doubles and high C's out of it, yeah, you can't shoot straight on. And that was just down block, run behind. Montserrat
a lot of
closes
time left
down.
in the round. I mean, Haddock can't be diving in there.
I think that's probably another take. Oh, man.
It's a mean cut.
Yeah, mean cut, just on his head immediately, whipping him back and forth for a shuck by.
Almost gets it. They're on the edge
Look
of
at
the
that.
mat here.
I mean, that's a violent milk forward, bounce his head down, and then look at this. Real violent. I mean, that you score out of that, though. When I can get a guy shaken up and I get his you get his motion or his weight leaning one way, I can jump the other way.
Right. Get enough momentum, you can truck him to the back here too.
Oh, keep moving. Almost a jump behind, like a flip over.
Yeah. 27 seconds left in the round.
Level's a little high there again for Haddock.
Yeah, we noticed that in the last match as well. You know, tends to stand up a little more than we would like.
A little too much reaching too. We got to keep our hands down in front of us. Okay, again, when it's straight on, I mean, those setups are good, but I have to, it's tripped through. Got to keep that whizzer, keep his shoulder down.
Spires here. You know, drop the decision.
Well, Cameron Haddock, I think, came away with some good points, scored in some tough positions against number 20 ranked Christian Montserrat. That brings our team score up to UVU 0, West Virginia 14.
Yeah, West Virginia winning the first 4 matches. You know, it's not ideal.
So, hey, we had a little switch up. We're moving Landon Knudsen up from 149 to 157.
He's in on the leg.
Oh, a trip down, darn it. That was a gnarly move. We got to make sure he fights here. Let's keep moving. Nice job fighting there by Landon.
Tough way to start a round, you know. You're in on a shot, get a little bit extended. Opponent steps into a lock and dumps it to your back.
I actually, I looked away. I blinked, I should say. Oh, man. This gets in your head when you go to your back, and he immediately throws it through for a quick pin. I mean, that was a nasty.
Yeah, not a real good look for UVU the first half of the duel.
Yeah, I mean, we're 0-5 in this first stretch. Team score now 20 for West Virginia.
Got a
UVU
deficit
0.
to make up. So we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back. Tune in whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, or the KSL TV app. Thank our viewers for watching. And we'll be right back.
Stay with.
Make some noise! Let's do this.
Late. Showtime, come on.
Creative, the world needs an answer. Give us the answer. Creativity is the answer. Never play on repeat. Put your own spin on things. Let a new wave begin.
All right, come on, let's go.
2 seconds.
Creators run the show. We want the answer. From the cage to the stage. Rise up from the streets to the pros.
So much.
Creativity is the answer to a world divided. Tear down those walls. Make worlds unite. Flip the script. Rewrite the rules. Creativity is the answer. Now over to you.
I came to college to play my sport, but more importantly, to earn a degree.
I'm constantly learning from those around me, my professors and peers, my coaches and teammates, and even my opponents.
There's nothing better than game day, battling side by side with my teammates.
The competition is what pushes me to be the best that I can be.
I take pride in my community and want to ensure that I am giving back and inspiring the next generation to do the same.
Eyes on me. I'm Mark Pope, coach of the UVU men's basketball team. I want to thank Carlos Iglesias and Ken Garf Volkswagen for being a great friend of Utah Valley University athletics, basketball, volleyball, and everything else.
Thanks, Coach. We're proud to support a great program like Utah Valley University Sports. We wish the Wolverines a fantastic season.
You can thank Carlos, too, by visiting their new dealership today, Ken Garf Volkswagen. We hear you.
Vehicle for your dollar from Utah's largest Hyundai dealer. Drive home a new 2019 Hyundai Tucson for only $199 a month, or you'll love the new Elantra for only $13,990. Go ahead and compare at MurdochHyundai.com. You gotta come and see it in Logan, Linden, and Murray.
You only need to answer one question.
Will you accept the challenge to become?
It doesn't matter your situation in life.
No matter your interest.
Whether your first choice or second chance.
There's a place for you.
Place for you.
Place for you at UVU.
Place to engage,
To rise.
to succeed.
To become.
difference, your local independent auto owners insurance agency supports UVU athletics.
Welcome back to the action. 65s will have Coy Wilkinson wrestling in place of Demetrius Romero. He's up against number 18, Nick Cusis.
I like Coy's style.
Yeah, he is pretty stout. He's a goer. He has a gas tank, some heavy hips. I've seen guys get under him looking to finish shots, and he just smashes them under there.
Far shot on that double, and Coy actually is able to defend it. We come up in like almost a bear hug position. Neither guy likes that. It's like, this could go one of two ways, right?
Right. No, we like having Coy. I mean, he's a local guy, wrestled for Pleasant Grove High School. Another great program here in Utah. Both guys looking to get their tie.
Nice heavy hand there.
Right, he's moving him. A couple fakes.
We don't know if Demetrius got a little banged up in that first match. He's over here. It looks like he's got a little bit of a limp. He's walking. So rather than, push anything, I think coach is like, let's keep you healthy. And Coy throws him to his back, but then goes around behind, not able to secure the takedown. Darn it.
Yeah, he timed that shot, went to dump him, and then got a little bit too carried away.
That was some great athleticism by Cusis.
West Virginia had that elbow looking to pass.
25 on the clock.
Nice snap down, digging for that underhook. Both guys, 15 seconds, short time. Got to keep light on those feet. Nothing with heavy feet.
Right, good time in the match to get a takedown. 5 seconds here. Not looking for any slides. End of the first round, Coy tied 0-0 with West Virginia. Be Red's choice to go down. I haven't wrestled with Coy, but from what I've heard, he's strong.
Nice breakdown here. That's a good omen to a tilt. Oh, but he hopped sides, darn it. Coach throws the...
West Virginia thought that Peterson or that Granby earned his guys a couple points near fall, and so he throws the challenge. We're going to keep that. If there's any more questionable calls, he's just going to have to be okay with that.
Nice escape quickly. That was a good job by Coy.
West Virginia in deep, but Coy has those hips. He just drops.
He does have a really heavy hip. But I'll tell you, you got caught flat a few times tonight where we're just coming in really flat and make it an easy takedown for guys to just time, boom, and hit us with either a straight single or a double leg. Oh, throw by here, but defends that again.
West Virginia doing a good job of faking.
Yeah, you get those fakes, and I think you keep your guy off balance, right? You never really set your feet as you get the fake and pushes and pulls here.
Yep, got him stepping and looking to snag like an ankle or maybe hit a shot from there.
So like I was talking about a little earlier, West Virginia having a super tough schedule, wrestling in November, number 9 Cornell, number 14 Northern Iowa, number 24 Pitt, number 14 Virginia Tech, number 20 North Dakota State, 13 Purdue. I mean, we're talking stacked schedule.
Short time here, 10 seconds. Good opportunity to get a takedown at the end of the round. That'd be it, close match. We get choice. Shoes down, rightfully so. I mean, got an escape real quick last round.
Right.
Tie up the match. See if
straight up, just tripod it up. All right, here we go. Keep those hands, Coyd. Nice job. Coyd really does. He's got very, very elusive hips, so guys have a hard time breaking him down. They have a hard time holding him and returning him to the mat.
No, I like where we're at. I mean, Coyd's got a chance
nice
to
double leg. Man, darn. I'll tell you, Gusis does a good job of digging an underhook and bringing those arms up rather than down at his knees.
Right.
Coyd would have had that if he could have kept.
I mean, he's got an awesome opportunity to beat a ranked wrestler here.
Coyd can do this.
Yeah, I suggest pushing the pace.
Yeah, he's got to push the pace, though. He's got to be in good position and push this pace. He's got to do his own heavy hands, his own fakes, and he's going to open up opportunities.
Right. Keep in mind, I mean, this is Coyd's first match of the day. West Virginia already had a duel earlier. Nick wrestled and
change here. Got to change here, right? Change. Let's go.
Minute left. Looking for some offense.
Oh, double. Oh man. He's getting one leg down. Oh, double leg opportunity here. Oh. Coyd does a good job.
Oh
wow.
It's quite a flurry here.
35 seconds. All right, Coyd's got to keep, again, you could be tired, but you got to keep good position, right? Double leg again. I don't know how many times he's going to have to shoot in order to get that stall call. Oh, there's a pass by again. I don't know how many times we're going to have to shoot. This is a desperation shot, which ends up being pretty deep. He's got to keep, oh man, a takedown given up right at the last.
15 seconds. He gets dumped.
He was doing a good job there keeping the pressure on. I thought for sure we were going to get a stall call after that warning.
Well, West Virginia did attempt one shot, got in, locked his hands, but in my opinion, he got a little bit too overzealous and trying to force those attacks, and then the West Virginia wrestler just was ready.
That's right. So at 165 pounds, Coy Wilkinson loses a tough match 4-2. And team score now is 23-0 for the Mountaineers.
On paper, this looks like a good matchup for UVU. I mean, we got number 12, Kimball Bastion. He's wrestling a freshman with a 1-9 record. Kimball just won his last match as well.
Rank number 12 in the country, your local Utah, Kimball Bastion.
Nice heavy hands to a double leg. Sweet double there.
Spin on that spiral ride.
Oh, nice. Nice pull on the wrist, then reaches across and blocks the knees to break him down. Really heavy here. That was a good job. Good breakdown by Kimball.
Looking at getting that. Oh, snaked his elbow out.
Iowa ride by Kimball. Keeps a lot of control here.
Yeah, he's off the hip and he's got bumping that elbow. Cuts him.
So minute 45. Pretty good job at, oh, here goes another shot. Look for him to get some takedowns here. Reaching too far without clearing the head and hands. Oh, nice high C, but stops. His arms are still up high. He didn't commit both hands down to that high C.
Right, he needs 2 hands to the lock to up his chances of finishing there. There we
Another
go.
high C, double leg here. Good job coming around behind.
He's back on that bump. Tight waist.
That puts nationally ranked wrestler number 12 in the country, Kimball Action, up 4-1, and now for a minute riding time.
Let's look for Kimball to be tough here.
He's
We
got the
need some
cross
turns.
wrist here. This is a good spot.
Yep, 2-on-1 here.
Maybe get in a tilt position. Rake that forearm in.
15 on the clock, 15 seconds.
Short time left in the period.
Yeah, to go 2-on-1 right there to a tilt. That's there.
Kimball watching the clock like the last 4 seconds. Just gauging whether he could return him or what to do there. Kimball, hand control, almost gets away. Wujek rakes him back in. Kim winds up earning an escape. Still retaining his riding time.
Drive here, drive here. A little too extended for him to.
Yeah, he
push
has
through.
a couple options, either back out or repenetrate.
Right, change level, repenetrate. Cross body shot. It's kind of a reach. Oh, nice sweep single.
Oh,
Again.
Wujek did a good job of.
Nice
Oh,
job.
he's back in. I mean, that's persistence and relentless right there. But Wujek originally did a good job of breaking his lock and getting his leg back a little bit. Because Kimball has taken so many shots and Wujek has not. Looked like he drew a stall warning as well. We got fans trying to draw a stall call as well.
25 seconds.
West Virginia's stalling. I heard somebody yell that.
Yep, myriad of comments made towards the referee.
Wujek, a freshman with a record of 1-9. Here we go. Near fall right on the edge of the mat. At least a 2 count.
Kimball got his near fall there. Bumped the score up 9-1. So we're in the major vicinity. West Virginia's choosing bottom. Kimball says, whoa, there's some blood out here.
Don't know where that's coming from, right? Or if
Not
that's
sure.
somebody else.
Not sure who's bleeding.
Maybe it's a residual. We had a lot of bloodbaths earlier.
Could
We
be
don't
an
know
old
where
one.
where it's coming from. Oh, maybe Kimball's got a little bit of bloody nose.
So Wujek looks like he's still going to choose bottom. He's got a bloody nose too. Give us an opportunity to get a turn. We worked that tilt, but hopefully Kimball can get to that arm bar. Another combination. Oh, locks up at crossface. Not quite.
Kimball does a good job of riding, and as a guy has weight on one side, he reaches to the opposite side and kind of trips the opposite way. Escape there by Wujik.
Yeah, when we coach little kids, we talk about like, hey, it's a table. You bump one of the legs out. You know which way to push it to make it fall. And Kimball does a good job.
Oh wow, nice high C
in
right
on a
there.
deep high C.
But a roll, chest lock, roll through. He's got a decent angle. He's going to try to hook the far ankle with his left leg. Got to keep circling Kimball.
Looks like he's waiting for a stale here. Minute left in the match. We'll get the stale.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. Not.
Nice job there.
Looks like he was going for a tilt upon the return there. West Virginia coaches urging their wrestler to keep wrists away from Kimball.
3 minutes riding time. That's locked in. 23 seconds in the period left. Jump to this spiral ride position. Wujik in a tripod, quad pod position. Rips him back.
Kimball got that tight waist.
So as time runs down, it looks like Kimball's going to come away with a 10-point victory, 12-2. So that's a major decision, which is good for us.
And he puts UVU on the board.
Finally, right?
Finally.
Good match by Kimball. Being a little banged up, he's coming back into it. So here we got Will Sumner going up against Jackson Muma, a freshman. Again, a little older veteran for UVU going up against a young buck from West Virginia. Sumner had a tough match just a moment ago against Cal State Bakersfield.
Jackson, one of West Virginia's local guys from the state of West Virginia. Wrestling Will, he's our California 84-pounder. But yeah, he did come off a weird match. That last duel, looking to redeem himself, in on the leg. He came up on the hip, which was
there he goes.
Risky, finally gets the trip and takes him down. Will, looks like he's leg riding here on the edge. Drives him out of bounds. West Virginia.
K's in this leg ride. He can be tough here. Nice. We're going to look for him to keep those. Yeah, there we go. One. There we go.
Breaks him in.
Has him flat there.
Got a cradle locked up.
There he goes.
Pin.
Nice job by Will.
No questions asked.
Ooh, that was a nice finish. Nice finish by Will Sumner.
Crowd is pretty pumped. Will's got to feel good about that.
Yeah, nice victory. That brings the team score 10-23 for West Virginia.
97s. It's like Ashton Seeley will be representing Utah Valley University. Tanner Orndorff might just be still a little too banged up to have him step out there. Coaches careful with their guy. Seeley, his last match was really good.
Yeah, he had a good victory.
Yep, about 5 minutes of riding time, but he's wrestling number 32 ranked in the country, Noah Adams, who's also a redshirt freshman. It's a good opportunity for him to.
Well, it kind of shows you, I mean, these guys are obviously going to see each other the next, nice sprawl out of bounds by Ashton. They're going to see each other.
Throughout their career, yeah.
Throughout their entire career.
Yep.
So, I think we're going to, especially with a ranked guy too, if Ashton can pull this off, he's really tough on top. So if we can have a really good setups here in this first period, heavy hands. Oh, nicely timed double leg. Gosh darn, that's probably the 4th or 5th time UVU's been stung with that. Just a
slide by shrug.
I don't even know if it was that. They were broken. They didn't have contact. They just timed. West Virginia has done a great job timing our guys, UVU's guys, stepping in and either hitting a high C or a double leg. Oh, he scoops up that leg, trips him down. I think Ashton thought he was out. He needed to get his level down lower. Got to keep moving here, Ashton.
Yep, watch for those legs coming in.
All right, get in your stance now, Ashton. He's got to get his level down, standing straight up.
He turns around, standing straight up still. I mean.
So again, riding time not really a factor. Minute left here in the first period. We got to see him really start working here, because if we can get a takedown and ride, I think we're a tougher rider. Drape position. We got 50 seconds. Something's got to happen where Ashton scrambles here. His hips are coming off the back, so he's not even in a drape anymore. Ashton's got to keep these ankles, those laces. Now push his hips back, try to knock him down. See, he's doing a good job. Now if he can sit up, get his posture up, he's got to try to get it, knock him to his hip, and then get his posture up. Whoever gets their hips higher. And a stalemate.
Ref will call stale there.
Not bad job by Ashton. I mean, that's bad situation, bad position to be in, but makes the most of it by holding on for, sweep single here.
West Virginia did a good job of sitting and then hooking that ankle. Looks like he's going to get 2 there.
No takedown yet. Short time, 5 seconds. Oh, and he gives it up right at the last second.
Yeah, those end of the period takedowns and points scored are detrimental to our health here.
So Coach Williams threw the challenge block in, essentially saying, I think we still had control. You called 2, so we let it go. But when he said 2 takedown, I don't think he had a takedown. So they're going to review that. The referees are over taking a look at the footage.
Yeah, Luke over there wiping down Seeley. He's got a grin on his face. Seeley, one of our Utah guys from Nephi, Central Utah, he wrestled at Juab High School.
Good football player too, multiple sport athlete. Wrestling was his numero uno.
Rightly so. Yeah, his coach, Joel Holman, is an alumni of Delta, Utah, where I'm from. Wound up wrestling at Cornell. Looks like the refs are deliberating. West Virginia's coach fuming. Both of them.
Oh, I stand corrected. The challenge block was thrown because what helped Noah Adams secure the takedown was an illegal hold, and so we threw the challenge block to say that was an illegal hold. You can't even call it a takedown. That should be a penalty point for us. Not to mention, we start the end of the first period still with 12 seconds left. Both on our feet now.
Oh.
Hold on. So we're still trying to figure this out.
Trying to see how many seconds are left.
There was a takedown and an escape, then a penalty point for an illegal hold. Should be 2-2 with 12 seconds left.
No, it seems like Coach Williams played that challenge cube correctly.
Oh, shot here.
Oh, we're in that
we're in the same
position.
situation. No way.
Doesn't change the outcome of the first round.
Okay, the reason why this is happening is Ashton's doing a good job. He goes in, he sets up, and he shoots a high C. Inevitably, the hips are going to go out and away from you, and he ends up just getting a bad angle. The guy just goes, hooks a toe, and jumps behind.
See
nice
if
job by
can hide
Ashton.
him here.
Oh, he gets reversed. Not the best situation for Ashton because he's so tough on top, so he gets reversed really quick. We were hoping to have him riding on top, perhaps creating some turning opportunities. He's got a knee slide out. Got to grab some hands. Nice job quad potting here. Knee slide here. Up again. Weight's coming way off to the side. Ashton stands up. And a lift and a return.
It's a really good return, yeah. Ideally, when in the off chance that we're getting returned to the mat, we want to return to a good position.
Right.
Get midair. Oftentimes we practice getting our knees under us, getting our feet under us. So you're not returned completely to your belly, starting from all the way from scratch, but in a more strategic position to start your next stand-up or escape.
Out of bounds, 52 seconds on the clock.
52 seconds left in the second period. West Virginia now has riding time, a minute and a half.
So when we look at the lineup that we've had the last couple weeks, we've had some guys banged up. Some of our better lower weights have been out due to injury, and so we got a young team, which I think is good because we look at us. We've been in and out of rankings, had a really good performance in the beginning of the year here, and we got a lot of guys returning.
Yeah, it's been commented to me before, like, you came out hot this season. We beat Purdue at the time they were ranked 13th. We beat some other tough teams and been ranked up there. And at this point, it's a different lineup, a different team, and coaches know it, opponents know it, and so. But yeah, I'll agree with you there. It's good that our younger guys are getting some exposure, and so when it's their turn to actually step in, that they know what it's like and can uphold that mantle.
Adams chooses, let's see, is that correct? Adams chooses top. I take that back. Seeley chooses down.
Looking to keep that leg out. Tripods here to his feet.
Adam has done a good job. Look, here his return is pretty solid. That one wasn't as violent as previous ones. Ashton does a decent job just doing a pivot stand-up. Again, right here. Okay, he finally just says, okay, here we go.
Seeley's cuts are just kind of comical. He's still standing up when he gets an escape or gets cut, and then.
Well, then you get that. I mean, immediately that's not a toughly defended or a rightly defended double leg takedown. Lifted him clear up, returned him to the mat. Noah Adams, nice double leg takedown. Here we go. So Seeley's got to change his level as he. Return to the mat. Waste a bunch of time. We'll go out of bounds. Now Ashton gets a fresh start for him to fire up.
No, Ashton's doing a good job of standing up, but West Virginia's mat returns are on point as well. Here in that tripod position.
Yeah.
Here we are again.
Hand control is important here. Oh, now the legs come in.
Yeah, Seeley, you know, like I said, doing a good job getting to his feet, but.
Yeah, what I'm saying is he does all the work to get to his feet. What we need is for him to grab hands, dig hand control so that he can come and turn out, and hopefully turn out where he's not standing straight up, but he turns out with a level change and he's ready to attack and get in his opponent's face. Short time here.
That'll be the match.
Final score 9-4 for Noah Adams of West Virginia. So that brings the team score 26-10 for West Virginia.
The team race is locked down. See if Tate can beat a fellow nationally ranked wrestler, number 32, Brandon Nagati.
Both guys, man, Nagat is stout, short and stout.
Yeah, he's not small.
Tate ranked 9th in the country.
Yeah, crowd favorite. Yeah. I mean, he's one that we've depended on in the past and just came off a good win against CSU-Bakersfield in the duel earlier.
Smash single right there. Good balance by Tate. Again, attempt to trip, down to a takedown. Nice knee slide. When you're big guys, you don't want to spend too much time under here. You get a lot of energy zapped.
Oh, West Virginia did a good job. Snatched that leg quick.
I feel like big guys, that's oftentimes a good option because you're usually a little higher level. A lot of hand fighting at a higher level. And so just a short level change and a reach, you end up being able to pick up those single legs. Again, nice job, stand up. Immediate escape there. Good job by Tate. All right, now you got a Russian here. Ooh. Those change-ups, they make a difference in the long run. Got to create something out of it, though, you know?
Yeah, Tate on that inside tie.
Reach for the underhook. Nice changes there. Head fake. Great motion left and right.
Minute left in the round. Digging for that Russian tie again.
What does Tate actually weigh? Do you know?
I think he's somewhere around 250.
Is he?
Yeah, that's what's unique. Maybe you can explain it a little bit more. Heavyweight isn't just a certain weight. It's goes all the way up to
285.
285. So in some instances, you got guys just breaking 200, and then guys cutting 15, 20 pounds to make heavyweight.
And that's what I mean. You got some of these weights you end up having a 15 to 50 pound weight difference.
Yeah, there's some size discrepancies in this class, and we're starting to see a little bit of a change. There's a lot more athletic, not quite as big heavyweights that are doing well.
One such Kyle Schneider from Ohio State. Last 3 years wrestled guys much bigger than him and ends up still coming away with the victory, giving up probably easily 50 pounds.
Yep.
Tanner's a good size, or excuse me, Tate's a good size, but again, when you're in the heavyweight class, it allows you to grow and or lift and get stronger. Oh, nice return. Some of those returns you can end up turning into pinning combinations because you end up returning them to his back.
Yeah, a lot of times in the practice room when we practice mat returns, it's like, hey, return them to their back.
Right.
Why not? So there's adjustments you can make mid-air, just before you hit the mat or as you lift to better your chances of returning someone to their back and hopefully scoring a pin. UVU fans wanting a stall call in West Virginia.
Yeah, Tate's got to really start moving out here to work a tilt, to improve his position. I don't think you're going to get a stall call with both guys riding parallel.
Back in the same no change, Utah Valley on top.
Slow return for West Virginia back to the center. Kind of moseyed on back.
Okay, here we go, spiral right here.
Yep, he's getting a lot of pressure on those hands.
Grab that wrist now.
Hey, I'm okay with Tate riding him out here the last 30 seconds of the match,
Right.
Get a good buffer on his riding time, and just drew a stall call from bottom man, so.
Oh, nice job flattening him out there.
Yeah,
just
it seems
to
like this
secure
is
that,
where we'll end
that
the
period,
round.
right?
And then we get choice. Tate knows where he's going, chooses bottom.
I'm not sure. Is Tate much of have a forte in how he turns?
Not that I've noticed.
I mean, we know he's got great Russian tie. Oh, nice turn. See, that's how you turn. Get an escape, turn,
and be
scoring
in your
opportunities.
Shot. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times when you're escaped, you're getting your hips low anyways. You wind up in a position where you're ready to shoot.
No, Tate has great technique on his feet. So the last few duels, I've noticed does a decent job riding. Haven't seen a lot of turns in different series that he works from a top position.
Right, he's going to want to be careful here, not to wind up in the same spot he was in where West Virginia snagged that close leg.
Here's that Russian again.
A takedown would be nice, but not necessary.
Throw by. Oh, here we go. See, now he's mauling him. That's nice. We want to see that again.
He's got that underhook.
Very comfortable there, right?
Yeah, he's got his hips in, standing up. West Virginia is trying to keep his hips away, backing up. That's a stall. Rightly so. Drew a point. That's a second stall call.
3-2, Utah Valley.
Nice job.
So we got 30 seconds left.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our last and final match of the night. Let's hear it.
20 seconds.
Yeah, short time here.
15 seconds on the clock.
Tate needs to be smart here. Score there.
Oh, man. Good effort right there at the last to try and do a block down, go behind.
Riding time, we'll score up
Riding
4-2.
Right.
So that's the end of the duel. UVU 13, West Virginia 26. What are some of the takeaways that you noticed, Sam?
Well, first off, we got some of our guys out, and so it's tough when we just came out of a ranked position. We lost to Fresno State, and we lose tonight to West Virginia. Both teams, I got to give my hat off to them coming into town here, doing a good job, beating a good team. We got a good team, but when we have our younger team come out, it's a little difficult for us to really see what our team's really like. So to me, my takeaway is we got some youth, had some chances to make some big moves. Couldn't necessarily do it. We started with a bunch of goose eggs to start the match. It was too little too late for us to come back and finish it off.
Yeah, I mean, the coaches work with what they got. You want to put your best team on the mat at all times, but sometimes it's not an option with injuries and things go on. So we have a duel coming up. We'll be wrestling Wyoming.
Our next we go on a little bit of a away streak. We're going to go against North and South Dakota State January 31st and February 1st, and then moving on to Iowa State on the Sunday the 3rd. But then Friday, February 8th, we got number 11 Wyoming coming into town. We're super excited about that. Followed up by February 9th, Saturday, back-to-back days. We're going to wrestle Northern Iowa, number 16 ranked right here at Utah Valley University. So 2 ranked teams coming into town. We've been in and out of the rankings. I think we get our guys healthy in the next couple weeks, and we're ready to rock and roll against these guys.
Yeah, so whether or not you're watching from a distance on our KSL TV app, YouTube, or Facebook, we thank you. But if you're close, come to those duels.
You come here, and let's just say it. Come to Lockhart Arena, UVU, February 8th and 9th. Watch UVU take on Wyoming, Northern Iowa. This is Sam Allen signing off.